Go ahead.
Okay. Very briefly. Last time, after taking out the Prophet of Water, Kent, you came across a certain red wizard who helped to dispel your book, and you asked the question. You asked to know everything that there was to know about the black staff in your hand, and the truth was revealed to you that the staff itself was created by your former master, Obark, and in order to destroy the staff, you would need to destroy him. You asked your fellow party members if they would aid you in your quest to aid in that destruction if and when the time came. You made your way through the rest of the watery node and met a particularly strange madman who seemed to be cackling and laughing while sitting on a chair staring at frozen bodies on the ceiling of a chamber. For the most part, you decided to leave him alone, you fought some ghouls, and you eventually made your way up here, where after some massive spell attacks, you found what appeared to be this forge with fire pouring into these bellows and these anvils where a bunch of these fire-like creatures looked like they were in the midst of working on weapons. You continued to the south, tried a neat little gag in order to get past some guards that mostly ended up with slaying them, and then you found another, looked to be some sort of fire cult lieutenant who was in the midst of beating someone they had captured from the water cult. After some intervention, you learned that the water cult member shared with you that a former encounter that you had, a former what's the word I'm looking for? Not colleague, adversary. Adversary. Let's go with that. A former adversary of yours, Boyance, had somehow been risen from the dead in a completely different body, but nobody knows where she is or what she's doing.
By the way, guys, if I have to break for a second, I have my dog upstairs here with me tonight, and he is not always intent on letting me game. So I may have to take a moment or two to just distract him or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a wife. She fulfills the same purpose.
Okay, with that awkward note out of the way, we kind of left off where you let the captured water cultist go and you beat the bloody snot out of the fire cultist who is kind of unconscious and very, very much concussed, maybe bleeding on the ground a little bit.
Just like Pat's going to be in a few minutes.
Wait,
Sorry, I had to.
And that was the last time they heard from the bard.
Oh, shit, okay, carry on.
Guess do we continue on then?
Works for me.
What is down this way? Should we explore? Oh yeah, that's the one thingy. In that corner over there. Chimera. It's still there.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he didn't want anything to drink, if I recall.
He lives.
do we want to dig with the Chimera, or do we want to go the other way?
Oh, let's dig.
Well, that's the kind of answer I expected from you. I will hide.
Alright. You stealth your way into the shadows.
I'm going to sneak on into here. And I'll wait on these guys.
Inside the room, as you kind of stealth your way in, you can see the room in here has a ceiling that is vaulted 30 feet high. There are wide alcoves on the eastern and western walls, and in the western one you can see the faint glint of treasure. However, sitting atop of it and keeping a watchful eye is this beast with the head of a lion, the head of a goat, and the head of a dragon, as well as, if my memory serves, it's the tail of a dragon. I can remember if it had a tail of a scorpion in this or not, but no, it does not. Head of a goat, head of a lion, and head of a dragon. Who seems to be guarding maybe some sort of treasure on that ledge.
I guess I'll turn around and like non-vocally try to make things towards you, like to let you guys know that there's things back here we should definitely get.
No, Will practically walked up on it. He's already. I think I told you guys about it last week. Did I not? Did that escape me?
I didn't think so. I remember you telling us about Chimera.
I told you what was in there. You immediately turned around and walked back upstairs and never really got into it.
Dude, I guess I'll chill here until you guys come down.
This is taking too long. I'm gonna go down here and just stare at them.
Okay. As you wander down, peering at this creature, it kind of paces back and forth from the top of that high ledge, which is about 10 feet above from the floor where you are, and it's just kind of pacing back and forth, its wings fluttering a little bit, and it begins to kind of growl at you.
You know what? Just for grins, I'm gonna cast this on them. Why not?
I don't think chimeras are beasts though, are they?
I don't care.
We're going to find out.
Gotta make use of the spell somewhere.
It's technically not a beast, but because I think this would be hilarious, I'm going to let it pass, especially because its intelligence is less than 4. So let's try it. It begins to calm down a little bit as you cast the spell. As you hold out the morsel of food that is part of the spell, it begins to kind of sniff in the air.
Since it's occupied, can I try to figure out what's glinting behind it?
Make a perception check. You can see a small pile of gold and gems.
Could I just try to stroll up there and pocket it?
Probably not without alerting the beast.
Will's gonna pull his rapier and have it playing footloose, just in case.
I'm gonna say, "Come here, come here."
And Kent's
See if he
going to back the
responds.
fuck up.
As the rest of you kind of enter the room, you kind of beckon to him. He kind of recoils a little bit as everybody else begins to enter the room, and he begins to snarl again.
I'll approach him and very slowly and just say, "Calm down. It's gonna be all right." And I'll start trying to pet his lion head.
Okay, he's on a 10-foot ledge, so you'll have to kind of climb up to get to him.
Oh, he's up on a ledge?
Yep.
Didn't see
There's
that.
an alcove. Yeah, it's not very well designed, but there's an alcove that starts right there that goes up 10 feet.
Okay. Well, what the heck? I've already started this process. I'll try climbing up the 10 feet. Very slowly.
Okay.
What check do you want me to do?
Go ahead and just make an athletics check.
What the heck happened there? There it is. That was weird. Blacked out my screen for a second.
You begin to try to shuffle your way up the stone and begin to kind of slip and fall back down onto the floor. You watch as the draconic head of this beast begins to peer over at you curiously, whereas the lion head and the goat head are still peering around at the rest of you, and the lion head is kind of growling at the rest of you, except for Isn't, who is hidden.
So I'm still kind of hanging on the edge. I'm not up there yet, right?
You're not up there yet, no.
Let's see. No, friendship is not a... Alright, you know what? I will go ahead and cast this on myself then. Okay. And I will try it again. Now that is so weird. Okay.
You roll the strength save.
Oh, is that what I did?
You roll a strength save, yep. Gonna add that guidance?
Yes, I am. Don't know if it's gonna help, but why not? What was it? A D4? Never
Mhm.
remember what guidance is.
Still at 9. Yeah, you can't. You're having trouble making your way up there. At this point, the Chimera's tail is beginning to lash a little bit.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing while this is going on?
I'm watching him fail miraculously.
I'm, I'm watching someone trying to put their head into a lion's mouth and just, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, let's see.
I'm just leaning on my staff.
Actually, you know what? I got a better idea. I can see up there, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's just do this.
Yeah, this won't startle it.
I'm gonna bamf over here.
All 3 heads are now focused on you. You're standing on top of a small pile of silver and gold.
Yeah, and I'll leave the gold over there. Now I'll slowly approach him, and I'll say, "Calm down, boy." And now I'll try to pet the lion's head.
Okay, make an animal handling check with advantage.
Oh boy. With advantage.
I got the advantage.
I'm just saying, don't forget it.
It seems like he's calming down a little bit. At the very least, he's not reacting maliciously in any way.
All right. I have ideas. What do I do now, guys?
You're the one who got yourself up there. You fucking do something. Kenyama.
Yeah, I'll just kind of keep his attention, and I'll just kind of walk this way and see if he kind of follows me towards the edge.
The eyes do, yeah. The 3 heads just kind of follow your direction. Yeah, he's paying it. He's got all. You fully have his attention.
That's fine. I just trying to get him to come.
Kent goes, just give him a hug.
The question is he friendly or is he hungry?
Well, I'll go back up to him, and he's letting me pet him, so I would assume
So,
he's not hungry.
Out of curiosity, I have a 10-foot ball of string.
That's
Can I just lightly roll it to him?
Or,
Again,
yeah,
he's on a 10-foot ledge.
you have to toss it up to.
You're gonna toss it up there?
I'll toss it up to Crowl so Crowl can.
Yeah. This is going to be some failure catching the in the head.
I just know
Alright.
that cats, big cats, are still cats, and cats like string. So here you go.
Yep.
Toss it.
All right. So
All right.
throw me the string.
Okay. Just make an acrobatics check to see if you catch it.
Yeah.
If you don't, it should at least land
Oh,
on the
bad
thing.
comment.
We'll count to 12. You catch it.
Switch that back to. Okay. Then I will hold the string out and see if the kind of move it very slowly left and right, up and down to see if the heads are following it.
The lion's head is.
Okay. And then I will roll it off the edge. Let's see. Come on. Let's fun with this. Lines. Oh, it's a wall, right?
Can you roll it off that far?
Oh, that's a square. That's not what I wanted.
All right, Thor, I'll let you downstairs. You don't want to be up here. I'll be right back.
All right. Why are they squares? They're supposed to be walls.
There's a different line for the walls.
Yeah, I'm under walls, 5 foot. I drag it over. Shows as a square.
You looking at 10-foot by 5-foot wall, or?
Yes. Yeah, it worked for you. Okay. I'm gonna roll it kind of in that direction.
Okay.
and see what happens.
As you roll the string out in that direction, the string kind of falls off and off onto the ledge. You watch as the body of this creature begins to push out in this direction, and then it looks like it's looking a little bit at it, and then it begins to fly off the platform in the direction of it, and kind of grabs the string. And it looks like it's kind of playing and batting around with it like a cat would.
Okay. I will jump down.
And as it does, and as it leaves, you take another quick look at the ledge where its nest is. You can see, aside from some of the pile of treasure that's up there, as well as some broken bones and some scraps of clothing, there's a couple of polished gemstones. Looks like some sort of potion that's lying in there, as well as a tiny red silk pouch.
Okay. I don't know if we have the telepathy on or not, so I'll just I'll kind of motion to where my drow friend may be stealthing and kind of point up there, and I'll continue to slowly go this way.
I'll
Okay.
stroll up there then.
And
Make another stealth check. All right. And then I'll need you to make an acrobatics check to follow, or excuse me, athletics to climb up there.
Okay, well, there's my acrobatics.
All right. You haphazardly kind of stealth your way up there while this beast is in the midst of playing with this ball of string.
I guess I'll kind of look around and see if I can spot where he was motioning towards.
You can see up here there's a small pile of different coinage. There's a potion that's kind of haphazardly placed there, as well as a tiny red silk pouch.
I'll pocket the gemstones, and I'll put the potion in my bag as well.
I'll need you to make a sleight of hand check.
I'm a rogue, good sir.
Damn. All right. You pocket what you want to pocket.
And I want to open the red bag though and see what's inside of it.
Inside of it, it looks like there's some fine powder or dust.
Can I discern what this dust is?
Not without either doing something with it or giving it to a wizard to identify.
Okay, I'll keep it in my hands. I'm afraid to put it in my bag because I'm not sure what it is. And I'll stroll back down then.
Make another stealth check, followed by this time an acrobatics check.
And I'm gonna come over and play with the cat and grab the string and roll it towards this corner.
Okay. You still get a 17 even with... Yeah, okay, you make it down.
Well, the best part is even since that was a 4, anything that I would roll that's below a 10 would automatically become a 10, thanks to reliable talent.
So, plus 30, so you really got a 23. So, okay. That's, again, rogues. So you make your way down stealthily. The Chimera, again, is playing. Tegan, what are you doing?
I came out and I grabbed the ball of string and I'm rolling it towards this corner. Just trying to keep him occupied and...
Alright, he continues to chase it. He's completely... Yep. He's having a ball.
Okay.
I'm come over here and I'm gonna kind of put the pouch in Ken's hands.
Why, thank you. You've given me a jar of dirt. No.
And now I'm gonna grab the string and I'm gonna roll the ball that way.
Okay. At this point, he's kind of got the string in his mouth. And he's kind of rushing, kind of batting it around in his mouth and his claws.
I'm gonna motion to Crowl. I'm motioning to Crowl, and I'm gonna act like I'm trying to ride a horse. Point at the Chimera.
I'm just gonna kind of look back at you and go and shrug my shoulders.
Is this a stairwell here?
Yes.
I'll point at you. I'll point back at the Chimera. I'll make the riding a horse motion again.
Is that the only other way out of this room other than the stairwell we came in?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, Tuck, see where those stairs lead.
they continue down a tunnel that, and I'll save you some time out of character, it leads back to the Temple of Elemental Earth.
Okay. All right. Well, then I suggest we go back this way and leave the cat to his own devices.
I'm
I-
going to drop a bit of food
Okay.
kind of down over here to kind of keep him entertained.
Okay.
that for
As
now.
the cat head is kind of batting around the ball, you watch as the dragon's head just kind of reaches down and begins eating the food.
And then while he's eating, I'm just gonna kind of go slowly back away, let him have his fun.
Will ask, is it, what did you find?
I'll show you the 2 gemstones I found, and I will also show you the potion I found, and I'll kind of swirl it in my hands. I don't really know what this does, and I'm too afraid to try it.
Okay. Well, no, just whatever you want to reveal to us. You are
I
a
mean,
thief after- you are a
Other
rogue
than this,
after
I
all.
found the pouch over here that I gave to him.
All right, so
I'll point to Ken.
Kelly, what were the 2 gems?
So there's actually 5 total gems. They're moonstones. They're worth 50 gold a pop.
Okay.
And what else did you
pouch
just
of
grab?
dust?
Yeah, a pouch of dust. And that's all you grabbed out of that entire pile, right?
And the potion.
And the potion. Okay.
And I'll take a few minutes and try to identify the bag of sand.
All right. So first off, the potion is a potion of water breathing, which
Ooh, okay.
Kurt will avail right away. As for the dust, as you take the time to get an idea of it,
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Anyone going to hold on to that?
I'll give it to the rogue. I'll hand it back to him.
I also get a thing of dust disappearance. Awesome.
Well, I'll hand it back to you, and then you can figure out if you want to hold on to it. Seems
I
like
mean,
a
No,
good
I keep track of where all the.
Well, I don't
care
really.
who has
think,
it. I just kind of wanted to know.
I don't really think I need it. Just because I can already kind of get around pretty easily.
All right, so potion of water breathing, I'll put in the bag with the other 2,
Yep. Go ahead and take that.
and dust of disappearance.
And if any of you guys want that, you're welcome to keep it.
You know, that's situational. I suggest we put it in the bag and use it as needed.
I will lay it in your hands and go. You can do that.
Into the bag it goes.
Since the one person who's not here, he's kind of chilling over there in the corner, I will throw the 4 moonstones to the rest of you 4, and not the ranger. So we each get a moonstone.
Dr. Cotters will remember that.
Well, I just put the 5
I
in all the others. I got a long list of gems right now.
I don't really need them. Thank you.
I don't really need them either. I would just kind of mess with you.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know, but I like to keep a tidy ledger.
Yeah, go ahead. It's 5 moonstones worth 50 gold apiece.
Okay. Very good. All right. Ledger is saved. We are ready to go.
I guess what's down this hallway?
You can't drag yourself through. Yeah, there you go. All right.
By the way, Kelly, just the changes you made in the lighting effects look much better on my screen. Like it looks like what I would expect to be able to see.
Good. So that's good to know. All right. For you to drag your ways up. Isn't as you make your way forward, there's a faint smell that smells like death, actually. And as you peer down the corridor, you can see there are strange mounds that run the length of the room, and they look like they have been dug up for planting.
I'm going to kind of put my hand up and kind of motion to stay, and I'm going to try and take a peek.
Okay.
I'm going to come right up to this corner.
Okay. As you move your way up, it smells like decay, and there's just rows of this brown substance that looks like it's been dug, of this dirt that looks like it's been neatly lined up to look like something has been trying to be planted there, and it's just this really nasty odor of decay.
I'll kind of come back and I'll motion for everyone it's safe to come in. But I will warn them to plug their noses. I'm afraid to know what's underneath this dirt. You're the druid. You go ahead.
As you move close to it, isn't? I'd like you to make a con save.
Ugh.
You feel an overwhelming sense of cold as you begin to draw closer to whatever this is. Taking 22 points of cold damage.
I don't much care for that.
Tegan, I need you to do the same.
Con save, you said?
Yep. Alright. You feel this overwhelming cold, but you're resistant to it.
Okay. Can I do an investigation or a perception check to see what this dirt's about?
Make a nature check.
Nature check. Alright. Oh lord, here we go. Disadvantage. Sure. This will get ugly.
You have no idea.
Yep.
That's an automatic 10 because I have.
Is it cold? Like, is it actually radiating cold? Like, does Will feel cold? He's not close enough to.
You feel cold. You feel colder a little bit colder as you draw to it. After getting damaged by this, isn't you recognize this as brown mold? It is a type of plant. It is a type of mold that draws heat from anything around it.
I'm gonna back up, and I'm gonna tell them they should probably do the same. Unless you guys think you're resistant enough to try and go pluck some, then be my guest.
Tegan, are you backing up at all?
Give me 1 sec. Yeah, I don't want to waste that right now. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and back up.
Okay. So you back away from this brown mold.
So is that like every single one of those mounds of dirt is just a giant line of brown mold?
It looks like it.
That is
Will
disturbing.
say, Kent say, if it's cold in there, maybe you ought to heat things up.
Well, do I know if the smell of decay has anything to do with this mold? Like, does it grow on a particular thing?
You know that the mold has a scent of decay. It's
Okay.
meant to warn people of it.
I didn't know if it was growing on bodies underneath the dirt.
I will make a suggestion to our mage that maybe he could use mage hand to go in there and see what's underneath the dirt.
I can only pick stuff up with it. Very well, I'll cast Mage Hand and try to brush aside some of the mold.
As you brush aside some of the mold, you can see it looks like it's growing on maybe some old rotted pieces of wood, and you look to see some old illegible pieces of parchment hidden underneath it, parts of it.
Can I pick up the parchment?
They're a little more than scraps, but you could pick up a piece of it, yes.
I just want to pick up a piece of it with the Mage Hand and just see if it's anything that looks discernible to my eyes.
It's too ruined to really see at this point.
Then I just have the Mage Hand just flick it back across into the dirt again.
Okay.
But while
Shall we
we're out, I'd like to cast light on the Mage Hand.
Okay.
That
Let me look at
should.
this. All right. You cast light on the mage hand and kind of send it floating around for a bit and gives you a little bit of light to see.
Um,
Assuming that's working correctly.
it is. I'm just gonna kind of like lay the mage hand on my shoulder just so it stays with me.
Okay.
Okay. Um, if all else fails, we can come back, but I don't know that there's anything that we can find through here.
All right.
After you guys.
Guess we're going back this way.
Do me a favor and link the light real quick.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's what I thought.
These 2 rooms, I believe you said, are empty. Yes.
Except for miscellaneous piles of junk, yes, and you've opened the
Yeah,
doors for
but I
them
mean,
already.
like they're just closed rooms. I mean, they're not.
But we haven't actually looked at this room, right?
You haven't looked in that room yet, no.
Okay. All right. That's where I thought. Couldn't remember where we started.
Will listen at the door.
Make a perception check. You don't hear anything, but you just smell like sulfur and meat.
You're gonna do the sneak and peek.
It's locked.
Ugh.
Allow me, cracks knuckles.
I'd assume the drow has thieves' tools.
Oh, you know it. And that's an
Flavor.
automatic 10 because I'm proficient in it.
Alright. You think you managed to get the pin.
And I will back up and I will let him peek in because I don't like that smell.
Hold my breath and then do the sneak and peek.
Okay.
Do I need to make a deception roll?
Yes, please. Ooh, that's good. Alright. Peering inside this room, you can see there are 4, almost looks like dogs, but they're parts of them that are covered in fire. And they look curiously around for a little bit, like they heard something, and then just kind of go back to lounging.
I'll wave everyone up and tell them with the silent, be quiet gesture, and well, actually, that's a good point. I know it's an illusion, so I can see through it, but can they? If I have them look through the open door that has the illusion of it being closed,
If you
will
point
they
out
see
that
will they see a closed door, or can they?
considering for how it's going for the rest of the campaign, if you point out that it's an illusion, they'll be able to see through it.
Oh, okay. So I let everyone see what's in there, and
Ken suggests it isn't. Perhaps relock the door.
I can
what
see
else
that.
what else is in there besides the fire dogs?
Doesn't look like anything else. It looks like maybe this is their pen.
All right, then I will close the door quietly.
I will quickly relock it.
And I'm not going to have you make another check because you got a 3 and it was still okay, but you locked the door.
All right. Unlike us to let things go unmolested, but okay. I'll roll with it. Listen to this door here.
Kent knows what those dogs are because we've fought them before, and he doesn't like fighting them in a pack.
Well, there's only one door.
We'll turn around curiously.
There is a choke point.
Go
Well,
ahead,
make a
be my
perception
guest.
check.
Listen to the door.
Sure. Ooh. You hear the ticking of what sounds like gears.
We will repeat the sneak and peek.
All right.
Need a deception
Peering inside.
check? Or no?
Not necessary. Peering inside, you can see there is a complex assortment of all sorts of gears, flywheels, drive shafts, levers that fill up the northern half of this chamber. It's clear that someone's been in here and has done some repair work on it, for numerous parts in this system of gears look completely brand new and gleams like they've been recently polished.
Oh, neat, says Will. Is there anything I can use to jam the works? Like a stick?
Not nearby.
There
There are levers that you can pull.
Oh, there are levers. How many levers?
There are let's see, one set. Well, there's one set of two sets of two. Right. Okay, yeah. There's two sets of two levers. So for a total of 4 different levers. And there's also, on the eastern end of this room is what looks like some sort of iron tube.
Where? Can you ping where the tube is? Is it here in the corner, you said?
Kind of over here.
Over here. Okay. And where are the levers? Near the
They're
tube?
They're over on this wall.
Okay.
Excuse me. There's a set of 2 on that wall. There's a set of 2 on the opposite wall.
Is the tube hot to the touch?
Are you going to put your hand next to it?
I'm gonna put my hand real close to it to see if it's hot.
Yeah. Super
Okay.
hot.
I figured.
I'm so tempted to pull a lever. I just don't want to get a face full of lava.
I'm
Okay.
gonna walk out of the room.
You know what? You get mage hand. Let's go with the mage hand.
Mage hand tries as it might, but it cannot pull the lever. It's so hard.
Really? It's
Well,
like a natural mage hand thing, is it not? I mean, this situation cries out for mage hand.
actually, not really, but I'll show you what mage hand does.
Wait, I have an idea. Why don't we just tie rope around it, pull it from out here?
I don't. It's a spectral. Oh, I thought you meant the mage hand. I was going to say, it's a.
You can use the hand to manipulate an object. So you can use it to pull a lever if you really want to.
That's classic mage hand.
Well, I'm no physicist, but does it have? Is it take more than 10 pounds of pressure to fucking pull a lever? Wait a minute. That's your fucking idea. I'm not pulling any levers. I don't know what they do.
Well, that's the whole point of pulling them.
Be my guest.
Well, there is danger evident, and mage hand circumvents that.
Yes, there is
I don't
danger.
understand. Will is trying to understand the reluctance to use a cantrip to pull a lever.
Because
I'm casting guidance on the bard.
Because I don't know what the lever is attached to.
Out of curiosity, did I notice any pipes running out of the lava pit from the first room into this room?
It didn't look like it.
Okay.
That was not a no.
All you really saw were this lava kind of flowing into these troughs that were next to these different forges.
That's definitely non-committal.
I'm gonna stroll out here and see if there's a pipe anywhere out here that runs to that pit.
Make a perception check. Not that you can see.
Mind you, the last time I used Mage Hand on something that we didn't know what it went to, it basically got Dr. Connor's crab turned into a blob, more or less.
All right, there's a longsword in the bag. Will is going to just a generic longsword, not magical, that Will picked up at one point. Will is going to take it, and he's going to tell everyone to back up, and he's going to jam the works with the longsword and run out.
Oof. All right, so you take your sword, you jam it into the gears. Let's see. All right, the sword gets stuck into the gears as they begin to kind of shift and turn, and they get completely jammed. You hear as they kind of grind against one another and begin to create this grinding sound that echoes a little bit throughout the chamber.
Awesome. All right,
I don't know if
let's
that's
go.
the best idea considering we don't know what that does.
That's the best kind of idea.
And then you hear this big shift, especially to your north. Kent, you look to the north, and it looks like the lava levels in that area are beginning to rise.
How fucked is this sword in there right now?
You could probably pull it out.
I'm gonna yank it out.
Make a strength check.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's stuck pretty tight. You get it a little loose, but you're not able to get it there. The lava's beginning to rise a little bit more.
Anyone,
just
hold this?
relax. Someone's gonna come to check it out, and we'll be able to question them about this level.
Yeah, while it overwhelms us, I don't think it's the best idea.
Those stairs to our west, those go up, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go.
Killy, quick question.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So this is down. This is up, correct?
Yes.
And this is up. Wait, hold on. And this is up. And that is up.
This set of stairs heads up. If you can see it, this set of stairs heads down. This set of stairs heads up.
Okay. So anything flowing from this chamber is naturally
pouring
going to be
down
poured
onto
down
you.
Well, not that fast. Hey, give me a moment here. But my question is, when do those set of stairs go up?
This set of stairs?
These up here.
Oh, yes, they go up.
So basically, it's going to fill everything. All right, I'll go left.
How are we gonna get out of here?
The bard can figure that out.
Kelly, real quickly, are these doors made out of wood?
Made out of stone.
Okay.
So you're just going to let the lava bubble up?
I don't want to. I tried pulling it, but I couldn't do it.
You got it loose. Can't
Can I
quite
give it
pull
one
it out.
more good yoink, I guess?
Sure, if you want.
Looks like
Can I
Tuck's
cast
trying to
guidance
pull it
on him
out.
first?
I've been talking to myself. I tried to pull it out.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. You pull the sword out, and the gears begin to shift again. There's a big burst of steam, and then you hear this loud by the iron tube that's on the eastern end of the wall.
So does this tube end in this wall, or does it continue down the hallway? Or...
It starts in the east wall, and it seems like it ends just a little bit further south.
Okay.
My good bard friend, I did not know that you had gnome blood in you.
I'm just trying to elicit a response from the people who run this place.
By burning them to
speed up
death?
our process a little bit. No, it's, creative thinking, that's all. Someone would have come to check it out.
All right. Well, shall we continue on? And then perhaps we can jam up the works if it's necessary. Now that we kind of know what is coming, if we do that.
Isn't as you make your way up to the north, you can barely make out to the south what appears to be someone dressed in red robes.
Before they spot me, I guess. Maybe.
How'd you get there, Will?
No, my mouse is getting stuck and I'm dragging my token about.
Yeah.
It's happening before.
You got stuck in the wall. It's supposed to not be
Yeah.
able to get collision in there, so I was confused for a minute. All right. Anyway, you see from where you are, since you can see at least one individual in red robes down in the south there.
So before he spots me, I'm gonna try and slink back against this wall.
Sure.
Down here.
He looks like he's carrying some armor.
Does it look like he's heading this way?
No, it looks like he's just staying in the room. And maybe working on it at a forge or something in the room.
I'll turn around and relay there are people down here, and it looks like some type of forge. What's the game plan?
You said it's to our south?
Yes, this hallway to our south here, because it goes north and south.
Right.
There's a room down here with at least one individual that I've noted,
Okay.
possibly
And
more.
what's north?
I can let you know in 2 seconds. I'm gonna try and stealth this way.
All right, you're able to do so.
To our north looks like a long bridge with another room at the end of it. A very, very long bridge with a chasm of lava.
Is the room open or is there a door in front of it?
It's an open room. There are also more than one. There looks like there's 3 people possibly to the south, and maybe another 3 or 4 to the north.
Right.
Yeah, and peering up, you can see there's a way across the cabin with your superior dark vision. You can see the individuals over there look like mostly are kind of relaxing in bunks or beds of some kind. They're dressed to look like guards.
So it looks like
What's-
to the north is probably their quarters.
So probably either direction we go, we're going to have to deal with people coming from behind us.
Well, I say if we can do this quickly and quietly to the south, as long as they don't alarm those people, because those people are a ways away. Like it's a
Okay.
long bridge, so we're fine.
Okay.
That's over 100, or it's like close to 80 feet long.
So your suggestion is to go south, is what you're saying?
Yes, clear south, and then we can loop back around.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Send the monk.
I'll give his big fat cock a thump, and I'll tell him to get in there.
All right. Are the rest of you stealthing up, or are you just kind of moving forward?
I'm moving forward, but I haven't crossed the line of where they would probably see me yet. Although
Right.
I don't really know because I can't see that far.
Right. Tuck, you're just making your way up.
We're going up.
Then we're going south.
Well, as you make your way out onto that platform, you hear a shout from the south that says, "Hey!"
There you go. Problem solved.
All right. I'm going to say you get to about there, and they begin to draw daggers, and they shout, "Intruders!" So go ahead and roll initiative.
Such shit initiative all the time.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe. Bear with me a minute. Don't know why that wasn't able to pull up the normal way for me.
I like this new API.
Gee, I wonder why. Not like I roll any better in this one. God damn it.
My name is Friar Tuck, and I approve of this change.
Sure, I get great initiative for the player character. All right, Will, you're up.
Will, I assume I heard him shout, but I can't really see anything. So
Not without stepping out into the corridor.
yeah, let's see. No, I'm going to wait. Can I just hold?
Sure. Are you delaying or are you holding an action?
I'm holding it. I'm delaying, I guess, because
Okay.
I'll wait for them, the others to move up, and then I'll move up behind them and maybe do something.
Sure. Kent, you're up.
Uh, well, um, okay. So I moved 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move to here.
Okay.
With this new layout, you have me doing nothing but fireballing around blind corners, right? Because I'm about to do that.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to cast a fireball right about here.
Okay.
Honestly, that's perfect.
Well, that's good that you know that, but I don't.
Did they not have any light sources in this room?
They do. He should be able to see the torches there at least. The problem is this API doesn't really do dim light very well.
No, it doesn't.
So I'm just gonna give you dark vision is what I'm gonna do.
Huzzah! I've been around elves so long I can see perfectly.
You ate plenty of carrots.
Well, that's funny because I centered it right on that guy.
Yeah, like you clicked it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, that's perfect, man. Like, I thought you knew he was there.
Now let me just move a thing.
Let me do this.
Yeah, you had your ping like right there.
Yeah, I know. I gotta do a 20-foot radius though, so I gotta.
I'm not quite giving you a dark vision, but I'm just gonna remove the dim light aspect of your thing, so it should at least let you see things with a little better vision.
I thought we could drag that. Am I doing it wrong? Oh,
Gotta
no,
drag
there we
the
go.
name.
Yeah. Hold on. Gee, hold on. Let me just do this so I can get used to it here. Was that about where that guy was? Right about there? I guess that's where I pinged originally.
Yep.
Alright.
Thereabouts. So you drop the fireball down, and that's going to be enough damage. Let's see. Yep. So this guy will have to, at the very least, make a save.
By the way, it's not that I want to cast Fireball right there, just so you know, but unless I'm right up on people, I wouldn't be able to see what I was casting. So you just have me literally sitting in the back of the room going, I'll wait till I see a target and then I'll firebolt it.
You should start carrying around a torch.
I have Mage Hand on my shoulder with leg on it.
Isn't there a way to make us be able to see his vision or vice versa? That would solve the problem.
Well, that's what the view all or everybody can see thing is supposed to do. Hang on. I don't know why it doesn't work with this. All right.
I'm not complaining, by the way. I mean, just saying.
So, for those of you who can see down here with relative vision, you can see as a not insignificant number of individuals are just caught up in flame and go down.
I'll give Kent a pat in the back.
Thank you, sir.
Change some of the effects here. That's probably the problem.
Kelly, I'm just going to move my character real fast. I want to see something.
All right. Well, that's going on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move Cobb forward. Dr. Connors will follow suit, pushing forward. And that's about all he's going to be able to do as well. Tegan, you're up.
All right. Let's see. So I can't see anything new in there. 35 to there. I will go ahead and move to here. And now that I can see more interesting stuff, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at this guy.
All right. That will miss, actually. The first
Okay.
one misses. All right. 21 will hit.
All right. For one. Awesome.
All right. A little tiny little beam of golden energy shoots into him. He goes, "No."
All right, and then my third one,
That'll hit too.
and then that's a little bit better.
That one makes him go, "Ow!" He's down for the count.
All right, and yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Tuck, you're up.
I'm going to move to here first. And I'm... No. Yeah. Hang on.
Killy, is there a way to move the dice after you rolled them to kind of move them out of the way?
Just click on the screen again.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to hit this guy.
Okay. That'll hit. All right, he goes down.
And I'm going to go here and hit him.
All right. You clock his head off. Yep.
Nice. Okay, I'm done for now.
Okay. Isn't you're up next?
I will stroll into this room here to see what all's left. Is it just this guy?
Just this guy in the room. Yep, everybody else has been either torched or knocked clean.
Okay, and then how much? So then I will use my cunning action to get my bonus action as a dash, and I will dash it to him, and I will give him the Mariner's Revenge.
All right, that hits. All right. Yes, that'll hit into him.
Okay.
All right, you just take Mariner's Revenge, you slice clear across his chest. You see as bits of the robes that he's wearing begin to almost fade underneath your cut, and he cries out in a bit of pain as he begins to instinctively reel back.
Okay.
Kelly, now that everyone's moved up, can I have Will act?
And can you what?
Can I take Will's turn now? Or did delaying push me back
Delay
to the
would
next round?
be you have to wait until the next round.
You go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay, so you hear some chattering coming in from the south as creatures that look like these guys begin to shift forward, and they're actually going to shift forward, and those guys are going to duck behind cover. That one's going to shift behind cover, and this guy's going to sit here and wait. And from the south, you hear, "What's all that racket?" As moving forward, well, you don't see her yet. Well, Tegan, you do. Isn't you do. You see a woman begin to stride forward with a torch in hand, and she kind of peers down in your direction, seeing you by the forges there, and she immediately gets kind of a furrowed brow, and you see her quickly cast some sort of message spell. Looks like sending.
Okay.
All right. The remaining fanatic that's next to you is going to raise up his hand, and he is going to attempt to hold you in place. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Mer.
You are held. All right. All the remaining cultists are dead. At the top of the round is Will. Whoops.
Okay. We'll 1, 2, 3, 4. And oh wow, look at these guys. Everyone, good to see my party hasn't lost their touch. All the dead bodies lying around. Will from there can see just a couple of guys. 1, 2, 1, 2. And I'll pull my rapier playing Danger Zone.
Mm-hmm.
Always good to have advantage on deck saves when there's fire people about. And let's try. Well, I'm going to look at this guy over here, near closest to Tuck.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard of having your hair on fire, but that's ridiculous.
All right, he barely fails against a save. He racks his head, he looks at you kind of furiously, and he utters something in a language you don't fully understand.
Very nice. That's it.
All right, Kent, you're up.
King has no clear line of sight to any of these creatures, so he is just going to move to here.
Can you see him now?
I can see this one, but it's behind cover. And I can see them because of the light source in the background. But
Okay.
you know,
You should be able to see this one.
well, no, I can see that one. That one's
Okay.
good. I just like what's throwing me off is like I can't even see the dead bodies and shit that are in here. So I don't know that if he's behind cover, I don't know that I'm going to be able to hit him with anything. But I will attempt to cast frostbite at him.
All right, because it's annoying me that you can't see shit, I'm just going to superpower your sight so it's a non-issue.
Kill, don't worry about it. It's just it's just
No,
gonna
because
take some
it's
getting
it's
used to.
it's gonna be really awkward for me to balance it around the idea that you can't see shit, but I'm gonna make it so that other humans can. So is that any better?
That's perfect. I can actually see a layout and the pillars and what do you call it. I can see what we've killed.
Okay.
Assuming that hit, by the way.
Frost. What is this about? Oh, frostbite. And you're casting it on the last remaining guy. Okay.
This guy.
Yep. Oh, the Magman. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Even takes 1d on a failed save. Oh, it's only failed. Okay. Sorry.
No problem. Don't worry about it. He
All right.
what do you call it? So I guess I gotta roll 1d6.
That's on the the damage is if he's you already rolled the damage there.
Yeah, I
Your auto
did.
roll is still damage, so yeah, he just resists the spell. That's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he just resists the spell.
All right.
All right. Miles, you here?
I sure am.
Okay.
What have
Just to
you
catch up,
guys got yourselves into?
just to catch you up to speed, they befriended the Chimera, stole some shit, including disappearance magic item. You made your way down here, alerted some dudes. Now, I have set it to where currently the the auto damage roll has been turned off. It's mostly to clean up the clutter on the screen for the chat channel, but B, to also help support the 3D dice. Are you familiar with the 3D dice in this system?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. No.
Okay. Top right corner under my settings, there'll be
Yeah.
check boxes. Check on enable 3D dice as well as automatically roll 3D dice.
Okay. I did that.
Okay. Now go ahead and just take your turn like you normally would with Ka.
Okay. That kicked me right out. 1 second.
Yeah, I had to reload it because you didn't reload it before.
Go ahead and take your turn on the load screen. I don't think there's anyone within range of him, is there? If you move 30 feet.
Probably not. He'd have to move quite a ways in there.
All right. Okay, load it back in.
I'm just muting myself real fast.
Okay, dope. I'm gonna have him use a dash action to move down to here.
Okay.
And he'll end his turn because that was a dash.
All right. Then go ahead and use your turn.
Sure. I'll have him move in. And does he have line of sight of the one that I just moved next to here?
They're kind of ducked behind the forge, but you're able to make them out just barely.
Okay, I'll shoot at that one then. Let me get my character sheet back up. And voila.
So here's your 3D dice.
What the fuck? Okay.
So that'll hit. In order to roll your damage, go to the chat channel and click on the actual attack. So click on Bowl of the Wilds.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Why does it keep rolling over here on the middle of my screen as well?
That's 3D dice.
It's 3D dice.
Okay.
And it shows it for us too, so we can see what you're rolling.
Okay.
So if you don't like that,
Alright, it's
then
whatever.
just say, well, I can change it back so that it's not an issue for you.
No, this is fine. Did that guy go down or is he still up?
With total damage, he went down.
And then Snake's gonna bite the other one.
Okay. As he goes down, I do need Ka to make a dex save.
Okay. 22.
All right. So he still takes half damage of 2d6 because this creature happens to explode into a fiery blaze when he dies. So Ka does take 3 points of damage, which I'll do. Is Ka gonna reach out at the other one?
Yeah, he rolled a 14 for that attack.
Okay, still hits. So just click on the bite then for the damage. All right, and he'll need to make another dex save because that's enough to take him out too.
Okay.
Right? Yep.
Is he within 5 feet?
10 feet is the minimum range.
Okay. Perfect.
If they start getting
That was a test
Limited
you
bites.
passed.
just have paperwork to go. Make sure you come
25.
All right,
'cause you
takes
said-
half damage.
2.
All right.
All right,
Well, the dog ate.
That'll be it.
all right, Tegan, you're up.
All right, can I see the one that's next to isn't over here?
If you can see it on your screen, you can see him.
All right.
No, but I mean, is this cover like? Is she totally covered behind this, or is this like a forge where I can cast over it?
Half cover.
Okay, I am going to hit her with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. That is. Why does it not show her AC? Damn it.
If it doesn't show
Nice.
it's a 0, then
The token was fucked up. That explains why it wasn't loading shit earlier.
By the way, that
let's
just
see.
made me laugh, by the way. If it doesn't show it, it's a 0.
Okay. The AC is 13, so you do actually hit with that first blast.
All right. So here's the damage.
All right. I have to make a con save to hold the whole person.
Let go of me!
Yep, it breaks. You're no longer held.
All right. Then I'm going to hit her again.
All right. That'll hit as well. All right. Pulses into her. She reels back a little bit, looking like she's pretty badly hurt.
All right. And then she's going to get hit for the third time.
That hits too. All right. So it's still looking. She's still standing, but looks pretty badly hurt.
Okay. And then for my movement, I'm going to move over here.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Tuck, you're up.
I'll go up here. I'm gonna hit that one.
Okay. All right, that hits. All right. You clonk her on the upside of the head, and you watch as the body just collapses to the floor.
I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna hit that one.
Okay. All right, that hits, and I need you to make a dex save.
That and a dex save.
All right. You dodge out of the way because you're a monk. You dodge the entirety of the damage because it's an AoE effect. It explodes in a fiery burst as it dies.
Good.
All right. Is it?
I'm not too happy with the guy trying to hold me. I'm gonna give him the old 1-2.
Guy who's holding you is dead.
Oh, is he? Oh, never mind then.
Who are you one doing?
Since he can't move, hit successful.
He's shadow boxing.
Alright.
Critical hit.
I guess
Shadow
I'll-
boxer, baby.
So why is this person just text?
What
He's a
person?
special named character.
He has a special name character.
That's his name.
Her.
Well, I'm not genderist. Lysandra Lizzie Calderos.
It would be funny if she was a lizard.
She's human.
She's
Uh,
about to be my snake's lasagna, if you know what I'm saying.
Lasagna, Parmesan.
It's funnier if her last name was Borden.
I'll move to here. Also, I thought that guy was. I didn't know that guy was Dex having X on him. I was like,
Oh. And now he has an X on him.
I'll use my bonus action to dash. And I will dash to here. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to try and get out of sight.
Okay. In order to hide, it would be a bonus action. You already used a bonus action as part of your cunning action to dash.
Well, then can I just dash and then use that as my bonus action?
Sure.
We'll do that then.
Oh man.
Now, I will say that you're only so well hidden because you're kind of right. They would have seen you coming down.
I'm like holding my cloak up. You can't see me.
All right. So this last creature is going to stride his way happily forward over towards the snake, and he is going to just swipe at it. Missing entirely. And then this individual dressed similar to a mage is going to cast mage armor upon herself, and then make your way over to this door, noticing you at the last second before furiously banging on it.
Attack of opportunity?
Attack of opportunity doesn't occur when she moves into your radius.
Oh, it's only if she moves out. I thought it was if they moved by.
Fourth and third, 3.5.
Okay,
Not
I'm thinking
fifth.
3.5 then.
All right.
Initiative for a hobgoblin.
That's not
Spoilers.
good. I'm right here.
But
All
you're
right.
hidden.
I am not to her. She's like, "Why are you here?" Wait. Since she ended her turn next to me, I'm going to use. Where is it? Skirmisher, and I'm
Mhm.
going to move away from her. Yep.
All right, done.
That's kind of interesting.
Oh, I can use half my speed, so 5, 10. I'm move all the way back.
Okay. Alrighty. Will, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna make a full move into the room, and just one opponent left that I can see.
Mhm.
Say, stop trying to grab the phallic object and put your hair out.
Got him with all 6 damage.
Yeah, well,
Nailed it.
what I do.
All right. She's insulted and looks at you with an angry growl.
You can look at me with disadvantage, bitch.
Kent, you're up.
Kent's going to move to here. Kent is going to Kent's going to cast Frostbite on this guy again. Or
Okay.
use it again. I will cast it and then you tell me if I hit. Hold on.
Sure.
Did that not put it up on the screen?
Not that I see.
Do I have to roll the damage first? I guess I do.
There you go. All right.
Yep, he wins.
All right. He resists the effect. All right. Ka?
I guess I will bite this guy in front of me
Okay. You would hit.
without advantage, but 28, cool. And then
Yep. All right. As he bites into him and this creature explodes, I need you, Kent, and Isn't to all make dex saves.
Deal.
All right. Malik is a success. Kent is a success. The snake needs to make a dex save too.
It did. Look up 22.
Oh, it did. Okay. All right. So Kent, you're taking 11 points of fire damage, and I'll add that in. And the other 2 of you are taking 5.
I take nothing. Evasion.
Okay. There you go. So that creature explodes, and then it's Kurt's turn.
Cool. I'll move down to about here. And I'll shoot my bow at the lady.
Okay.
Using
She will use her
a
reaction
charge.
to shield
Okay.
herself.
Alright. 19.
Okay.
Is that hit?
As the arrow flies in her direction, she raises her hands. You watch as an arcane shield begins to form, and the arrow pings off the shield.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Next, busting out of the door,
A hobgoblin.
several hobgoblins.
And somehow the lady gets trampled. Weird. Mysterious.
No, they move by her as they
Oh,
move
damn
through.
it. Okay.
Nice try, though. They're gonna dash and they're gonna push forward and surround the drow.
Surround the drow.
Or at least as much as they can.
I was gonna say that's not several.
There. The other two stand in front of her. All right, they dash. That's their turn. Tegan, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move to here, so I can see down there, and then I'm gonna apologize to the drow real fast, and I am going to
Swear to
cast.
God.
I'm gonna apologize. I'm gonna cast
Sorry, drow.
I couldn't even use my name.
lightning storm.
Oh, it's a dex save. That's fine.
As you begin to conjure the storm, the mage in the back will attempt to counterspell it. What level is that spell?
Is level 4.
Okay. So in that case, she will have to make an intelligence check. The DC is to beat it. It will be 14. If I'm reading this correctly, if I'm remembering this correctly.
Yep.
Ability check using spellcast ability DC 10 plus the spell's level. Okay.
Yes.
God. All right. She attempts to
I do
counterspell,
like
but
this
your magic is
graveyard.
powerful. I'm sure. I'm sure. All right. 20-foot radius.
Yeah. And I'm gonna put it right there.
Okay.
That's why I apologize to the drow.
You know what? It's fine. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I take no damage.
All right. The rest of them make their saves. We'll have to make their saves. DC 17. Dex save. All right. The mage crits. There we go. And she takes half damage of both. Yes, so 6 and 6 for 12 points of damage. So a little bit of lag, and I don't know why. Is it lagging a little bit for anybody else?
Nope, I'm fine.
Nope.
It hadn't been up until now.
I mean, your music just stopped, so I don't know if that means anything.
It just changed tracks, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Dex saves, I'm going to just, after the combat, I'll just reload, that's all. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 fail. I'll just do this rapidly. There we go. The one guy around isn't will succeed. The one guy around the mage will succeed. The rest of them will fail. So, the ones that fail all go down. And in fact, half damage is 12, right? So they're all going to go down. They're not particularly strong. No, I take that back. Hang on. I misdid that. The last one is a captain. I have to roll his differently. My bad. Okay, so he succeeds. Alright. The particularly strong fella in the back will take a bit of damage. He kind of shields himself as best he can, but you watch as the rest of the guys in here who kind of look like foot soldiers, they all go down.
All right, and then to finish my turn, I'm just going to move kind of back over here where I get a little bit of cover.
Okay. All right. From behind you, you hear a roar.
Your pet came into play.
As charging forward is a familiar-looking chimera.
Pet it.
Ride it.
Actually,
Actually,
here's the dumb question, and I'm not at all being a rules lawyer at all. The animal, I know that you bent it a little bit to allow him to cast animal friendship, but does that spell not last for 24 hours?
it makes him friends with Tegan.
Not the rest of us.
Okay, fair enough. It does say that if we damage the creature, any of us, it will break the companion spell.
Oh yeah, he's friends with
Correct.
Tegan.
Okay, fair enough.
He thinks the rest of you are a piece of shit.
To be fair, I wasn't near him.
Well, you hear this flapping noise behind you as this chimera comes bolting down. The dragon's breath rears back, and a breath of flame engulfs where you're standing. I need you to make a dex save. Okay, you take DC is 15, so you manage to just barely dodge the burst.
The advantage is because my rapier is playing Danger Zone. I get advantage on dex saves.
Right. So, half of 35.
Oh.
Kelly's like, now I like this API.
So you're taking 17 points of damage.
Righto.
And while I'm at it, he has to roll initiative, actually, for the captain. Because he was different from the other hobgoblins. Cool. All right.
Cool.
Tuck, you're up.
What to do? Up or down?
Come stab this bitch down here.
Okay. So I'm going to walk all the way down here. And I'm going to hit the captain first.
All right. Yeah, that'll do it. All right, you bludgeon him hard across the side of the head. You watch as a bit of spittle flies from his mouth and covers the stone floor of this chamber. The second one, he just kind of raises his big sword and blocks it. You follow through with the punch, no effect.
Really? Okay. No, hang on. I hit him once. I did hit him once, so I will. Do I do it? Might as well. Stunning strike, con save.
Okay. I will say that if it lands, then you'll have to have done it on the hit, and your following two attacks would technically have advantage. So, con save.
Cool.
Is it just on any hit that you can do that? I've always
On
been
a si-
curious.
He could feasibly do a stunning strike on every single hit in a turn. It's just that he has a limited pool of key to spend. So,
If he was surrounded, he could hit 3 different people. Actually, 4 different people if he wanted to burn 2 key.
yeah. All right, but he barely saves against that, so you don't quite stun him.
No.
Your DC is 15.
Is it? I thought it was 16.
Not according to your spell list today.
Maybe not.
Spell saves based.
It is 16. Why is it 16? Why
What's
is it
that?
15? That's. Never mind.
It's based on your wisdom.
Yeah.
You have been stacking strength and dex and con, so
It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier. So 8 plus 3 for 11 plus 4 for your proficiency is 15.
Yeah. Okay.
If you look in your key save DC 8 plus prof plus wisdom modifier.
Right. Okay,
So.
I'm done.
Alrighty, isn't you're up?
How hurt is this hobgoblin after watching him take a whack to the face?
He's pretty hurt.
Okay, I'm gonna stroll up here, and I'm gonna stroll in between both of them, and I'm gonna hit the hobgoblin with my saber here.
Now, out of curiosity, this spell that you dropped earlier, Tegan, while I'm thinking about it, is that a difficult terrain for a turn?
Yep. Hailstones turn the storm's area into an effect into difficult terrain until the end of my next turn. So it is difficult terrain until my next turn.
Okay, that's good to know. So, with that being established,
So that's half my movement.
that means, yeah, half movement. So,
So
alright.
I can still move there.
Yep, alright. So you slice against the hobgoblin there. He manages to raise his sword just in time to parry the blow.
Then I'll give him the offhand.
Okay. Swinging in with the adamantine dagger, you manage to get into a weak point in the plate. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright. You hear a soft grunt as your adamantine dagger sinks into this creature's flesh.
That'll be it.
Alright. The mage, from where she is, what does this spell do? Whoops. Let's try it again with
Rolls
the
a
spell
lot of
description
dice.
on. There it is. Okay. So, Tuck, I need you to make a dexterity save. We'll count the first roll, because that was the one I did first.
Wow.
The unbridled joy.
So, you take 22 points of fire damage, as you are immolated in flames. You are burning, and you are shedding bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. At the end of each of your turns, you can repeat the save, taking 3d6 fire on a failure, and the spell ends on a success. The magical flames cannot be extinguished through non-magical means. You are very much on fire.
I just want to imagine his character standing there unfazed, just flaming.
You know, Killy,
What?
you could turn my vision back to normal now. Because he should be able to light up the entire instance for me.
I'm keeping it where it is for you, just so we don't have problems
Yep,
in the future.
I know,
It was
just
a
a joke.
Alright, technically the captain dashed out already, so he had already burned his movement. So, alright, Will, this gigantic chimera has showed up behind you.
Yes. Smoldering, will turn towards it and, trying to think quickly, will start to play his mandolin. Friends, how many of us have them? Let's be friends.
Alright.
And the advantage I get for the instrument should negate
apply
the disadvantage from being in combat with it.
Right.
I would think.
That was the wrong button, sorry.
That was
This-
initiative.
Yeah, it was. Let's try that one. Alright. You have charmed the monster.
Awesome.
It starts by growling at you. You do that chord on your lute, and he starts singing. You watch as the tension within this creature begins to relax, and then it kind of steps forward and kind of playfully wags its tail as all three heads kind of stare at you.
Sit.
It sits.
Good demonic monstrosity.
All right, are you moving?
I can't order it until next turn, correct?
Not really, no.
All right.
Technically, you can't order it at all. It's just now friendly to you as well.
Oh. All right. I guess it's too. It won't understand my speech, so how would I command it anyway?
Yep. It's Dominate Monster is the thing you're thinking of. Kent, you're up.
That's it.
Kent is going to cast a firebolt at Lizzie.
Okay. Being in a somewhat desperate situation, I think she is actually going to try... She's going to cast Shield on herself again as a reaction.
Okay.
Not that it matters. Alright. Your firebolt goes sailing wide and poof, into the nearby pillar stone.
Okay, with that being said, since Will does not have any control over said monster, I'm guessing, I'm still going to move up.
All right.
And this is the start of difficult terrain.
Yeah, right in the edge of it. It'd be half movement.
I'd probably get to there and just stop, pretty much.
Okay. All right. Kyle's up.
So my pet and I do not take difficult terrain, thanks to being a ranger. So I'm actually going to move Ka in close enough to hit there. And actually, yeah, I think that's all I can do. I'm gonna attack the mage
Okay.
with not advantage, but the 20 I think should hit. No.
20 will still hit. Yep. It will just make its way through the shield. So she has to make a con save, which she fails, taking the full 22 points of damage. As your snake bites in, you watch as the poison from his bites begins to seep through the veins in her legs, and she has this pain look as you watch the green venom begin to snake its way all the way through her body. She convulses a little bit before finally falling on the ground.
No pun intended.
All that is left
Snaking
is
its
the
way.
Chimera. All that is left is Chimera in the back and this captain.
I'm gonna shoot the captain with my bow.
That'll hit. Alright, the arrow pierces into his side. You hear out a loud grunt of defiance. He is standing strong. Well, not that strong, but he's standing strong right up until your snake bites into him. Alright, the snake bites into him. You watch as that's just too much. He goes down too. Now all that's left is Chimera in the back, which, Tegan, you're up next.
All right, I'm gonna move over to the Chimera and I'm gonna say good boy and pet him.
Okay.
That's all
You
I'm
pet
gonna
the Chimera. It reacts to your petting. The Chimera is then going to fly over both of you and land over here. And it's going to shoot a breath of fire down the cone, which will hit both Kent and Ka. And I need the both of you to make dex saves.
Doesn't it need 5 to 6 turns to recharge fire breath?
That's not how it works. What works, in fact, you know what? Just to play this fair, the way it works is it's not 5 to 6 turns to recharge. I roll a 6-sided die at the start of my turn, which I've been doing physically just to speed things up. And if I roll a 5 or a 6, then it recharges.
Alright, that's fine. What do I need? Dex save, you said?
So there's the 5, which I actually rolled on the physical save, so it does get its fire breath back. But yes, dex save.
17.
To be fair, Kelly, we shouldn't know that, so it's fine if you just keep going to yourself.
Okay. So, Kent, you take 22 points of fire damage, and the snake takes 11.
Fair enough.
Tuck, you're up next.
Is she dead?
Yes.
She's dead. It's only the Chimera that's left. Who is friends with Tegan and who is charmed by Will. Of course, as soon as it gets harmed by one of you, the charm ends.
Well, we don't have much choice. She keeps attacking us, so I'm going to go
Now, that being said, Tuck, you're still on fire, so I need you to make a... Let's see, is it a dex save at the start of your turn? At the end of your turn. Okay. So go ahead and do your turn and then make another dex save at the end of your turn.
Okay. 1.
Crit miss.
You got a 1.
Alright, the second one will hit. You bash the goat over the head with your staff. You still there? There you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Lagged out a little bit, I think. Alright, so 19 hits, you whack it for 9 points. Because you whack it, that does end the charm monster effect. And then the unarmed strike is another crit miss. I think I like this model too. All right.
Hang on.
Assuming that, yeah. Okay, that will connect. Yep, bludgeon hard, followed with the follow through into the lion's mouth.
And I'm going to try and push it back 15 feet. Strength save.
You
Fail.
5, 10, 15. So you can make an attack of opportunity, and Kent can make an attack of opportunity. That attack will land. So will that. It's the first time I've seen you roll really well on that staff.
Second time, early on.
Fair. Okay.
On that hit, I'm going to use another key and I'm going to try a stunning strike. Con save.
All right. Saves. Kent, go ahead and roll damage for your quarterstaff.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I don't even know how to do that.
Click
click
on
on
the
quarterstaff.
Click on
quarterstaff.
quarterstaff.
The word.
The word quarterstaff in the chat log. There you go.
Oh, obviously not the School of Evocation.
Yeah.
That was an accident. I don't know what happened there.
Okay, we'll do the 4 points of damage.
What did you just
Alright.
do?
I honestly I don't know. I clicked somewhere in the chat log on accident and it did that. I don't know what happened.
All right. Isn't, you're up.
I'm gonna run up here on it. And, I'm gonna give it the Mariner's Revenge.
Okay. That will connect.
And then that's a sneak attack. And then I will put my dagger into it.
Okay. Now you rolled for the sneak attack, but you didn't roll the damage for Mariner's Revenge. So don't
Sorry,
skip that.
there's Mariner's Revenge. I clicked on it. And then offhand.
All right. So you slice into this creature, you hear a loud. Will, you're up at the top of the round.
Alrighty then.
By the way, he is no longer charmed by animal friendship either.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Let's see. He's in melee range of 2 people. Okay, let's have some fun. I'll hit him with that.
All right. He fails to save, takes the 14 points. And he is going to begin to fly up. Kurt and Isn't. You can make attacks of opportunity if you wish.
Deal.
That'll hit. 15 will hit as well. Yep.
Gotta roll the damage. There you go.
And then he is going to fly above the heads of the rest of you. All the way down here. All right. Kent, you're up.
Well, let's start by backing up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we shall try Frostbolt again. Frostbite, my bad.
Okay. No, fails in the save. Takes the full 14 points of damage.
Let me make sure Frostbite's evocation real fast. I think it is, but I'm not sure.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Kaz up. This Chimera is looking pretty badly hurt at this point.
Kai's gonna move down to here and attempt to bite him.
Okay.
with not advantage. Does a 16 hit?
16 hits. All right. Won't even bother with the poison resist because the 10 points piercing damage will be enough. How do you want the snake to do this?
Just to bite it on the foot, and then it dies.
Okay. A soft, simple nibbling of the foot causes this 3-headed demonic monstrosity to collapse to the floor dead.
The
You're out of
straw
combat.
that broke the camel's back. Am I right? Yes.
Taking a little Pierce sad and kind of whimper a little bit.
Like
I feel you, man.
lip trembling.
I know what you mean, Will says. That was a complete waste of a charm spell.
No sympathy.
Can I see what was in this room since I didn't get to earlier?
Sure. Inside that room
It's 10 more hobgoblins.
is there's a very foul smell that number of sleeping pellets.
I don't know if it's worth it. I don't want to go in there.
What about
Also-
this red door over here?
You don't
Look at
want
that.
to. You don't want to go in this room.
No.
I fear nothing. I'm in.
It
I
smells
walk
like
in.
shit.
Shouldn't we go ahead and search the bodies and for anything?
Oh, you're
useful?
right. All right. Let's search them. Let's search Lizzie.
So, by the way, speaking of that red door, it looks like it's been completely painted red, and there is a stylized black cauldron symbol that is painted upon it.
Can I paint the rest of the door black?
Over time.
I'm
All right, you're
so upset you made that joke.
So you're searching Lizzie in particular?
Yeah, and this guard person here.
All right.
The two I'm touching.
I think. All right. Just searching Lizzie herself, you see she has a spell book on her, and otherwise is carrying 20 gold pieces.
Okay.
I know someone who could learn a few new spells.
What does that guy have on him?
Let's search them all.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
want to search all of them. Search them.
All right.
Search them real good.
Searching the rest of the hobgoblins, including the captain, you find a mixed total sum of, let's say, 40 gold. On the captain, you also find an extra potion of healing.
What's this chimera got on him?
Fur.
How much would this fur be worth?
The smell of death.
You'd have to find a buyer.
How long
According
would it
to
take me to
scales.
skin him?
We'll say an hour, maybe 2.
Damn. I'll leave it here for now, but I'll be back. I'm curious what is behind that red door.
Kelly, I use my perception to search the bodies in the rest of the room if there's anything of note or.
I think he
laying
said
around
40
the room.
gold.
Okay.
Well, that was on the hobgoblins.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Sorry.
You find 140 gold mixed amongst the cultists.
And you said something earlier about this one's cultist robes being damaged, but what about this cultist robes? Are they intact?
I mean, the robes are for all of them are kind of a mixture. Some of them are burnt from the fireball earlier. Some of them are slashed.
Okay.
If you're looking for some cultist robes, I have some in my bag still.
For the fire cult?
Yeah, I have fire cult robes in my bag from when
Oh.
we encountered them in the Ender thing. If you want them, I just have one pair.
No,
though.
never mind. I don't need them then. I didn't think we had any. I thought we had all the other stuff. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna put my ear to this door and see if there's anything on the other side. Like if I can hear anything on the other side of it.
You don't hear anything.
Is there anything in this room, Kelly?
Nah. It looks like maybe some junk's thrown back there, but otherwise nothing of significant value.
Okay.
In that room that you're standing in there, it looks like It's there's a number of forges. A couple of them are like look like they're in the midst of carving out some weapons.
Is this door locked?
You're gonna try to open it?
I'm not gonna push it open, but I'm gonna try the handle.
Doesn't feel like it's locked.
Can I try to quietly peer inside?
Sure. You could try.
That's an automatic 10.
All right. You peer down a hallway that looks like it leads down into another room.
Well, do we see what's behind door number 5, or do we go up and around again?
Did we look in this room yet?
It's a hobgoblin where they used to live, like their quarters. Millie.
Just gonna move about. Just kind of look at the map. Now that I can move about.
Well, because up here, if we go north, is that 80-foot long bridge that's over a gorge full of lava. And
Well,
there's
as
people in the room on the other side of it.
Well, as you get down here, you notice there's a tapestry here. It's kind of burnt.
Down here, you said?
Yeah.
What's the
that
tapestry?
entire.
I prod it a little bit.
As you prod it, it looks like
My rapier.
towards the south, the sword just kind of pushes through.
Oh, can I move it aside with my rapier? I guess to look through it.
You see what looks to be some sort of living quarters behind it.
Oh, I'll check it out.
All right. You're kind of scrounging around the area here. It looks like some living quarters. You can see there's some charred furnishings here, including what looks to be several scorched bunk beds. There's a charred desk.
Yeah, I'll search the desk. I'll search, focusing on the desk and then working my way out.
Okay.
Oops.
Got the 21. As you're searching through the desk, most of it appears to be mostly worthless, but you do see a noteworthy note that is signed by Vanifer that says that the preparations are almost complete to summon the Lord of Fire into this world.
Ooh. Maybe we might want to get on that. Okay. Will return and show it to his friends. It's like time is becoming of the essence.
Is this Fire Lord's name Ragnaros?
No.
Yeah,
Damn.
I doubt.
Thought about it, though.
What's over here? This little alcove.
Just miscellaneous junk.
And listen at that door over here.
Make a perception check. You hear a couple of soft voices chatting to one another.
Can I tell if they're male or female or
They sound
roughly how
male.
many? Sound male. I'll wave everyone up and let them know what I heard. Let's try the sneak and peek. Oops.
The deception seems to fail, but fortunately the hallway kind of curves back down, so there's nothing immediately on the other end to notice the deception.
All right, and
We have 2 hallways.
stealth up to here and peek around the corner carefully.
Okay. Peeking around the corner carefully, you can just make out the bodies of what appear to be some more hobgoblins that are just kind of watching this hallway towards the south and casually conversing with one another.
So like they're at the edge of my vision range over here.
Yeah, you're not able to see them
No,
on your screen.
All right.
You should be able to make out kind of the edges of some of them.
all right, I'm not going to go off on my own. I will come back and say, hey, anyone want to have some fun with some hobgoblins?
Well, last time I showed up with the hobgoblins, they tried to kill me, but sure.
Always.
Let me see if I can pull one over on them.
So, am I still on fire, by the way?
Yes. So feel free, because I forgot, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Or just stop, drop, and roll when we got out of combat.
You had at least one turn where you should have done it at the end of your turn, so make a dex save for me. Alright, you're not on fire anymore. Okay. What are you doing?
Will's going to slowly walk up, not stealthing. Say, excuse me.
Mm.
Yes, I'm the inspector. I'm here to check out which one of you guards is the toughest of them all. I've been hired to find out. And Will says to, I'm going to play some music while you guys make a determination. And he looks at the one closest to him here. And I'm going to, where is it? Suggest that. So go in, and he'll gesture at this guy over here and say, you go over there and let's see which one of you is the toughest. Have at it.
Even as you begin to cast that, a couple of them goes, toughest. I'll teach you a lot who's the toughest. You. And they begin to already, just naturally, these guys are out to kind of prove themselves in any sort of contest given the opportunity.
Oh.
But I need you to make a deception check to kind of prove the point.
Okay. It's fair enough. If I can hold back the spell, that'll work. Doing it without the spell is always better anyway.
Okay. So they begin to kind of go up against one another and begin to kind of go up in teams of two, and they'll begin to, it looks like, not straight up, try to hurt one another, but they got their fists up and they're in the midst of kind of brawling against one another, fist fighting.
Yes, we're grading you on thoroughness too, gentlemen, so it's last man standing. Let's go.
10 gold to the winner of the last man standing.
Whoa, there's some motivation for you fellas. Who's going to win that 10 gold?
I'll double it. 20 gold.
Are there any chairs in this room?
No, but there are, let's see. There's a bunch of loose piles of stone.
Any of them big enough I could sit on? Stable enough I could sit on?
Probably.
Pop a squat over here then.
All right.
Yeah, Will's looking attentive as if he's taking notes.
Okay.
As studying them fighting.
Oh, this is impressive. I'm going to raise mine to 50 gold.
They kind of stop and look at one another, and then they kind of really, really go at it with renewed vigor.
We'll let them go until there's one left standing.
Okay. For the sake of ease, eventually there's one left standing who's kind of, at this point, after everything is said and done, the rest of them are knocked unconscious. There's one who's left kind of beaten, bloody, and bruised, but he's left standing. And he looks over at you and gives this wide, kind of broken tooth grin, smile, very cartoonish looking.
Will turn towards Tuck and say, well, give him his reward.
Okay, just one sec.
I love.
All right. You casually walk up to him. He holds out his hand as if expecting the gold, gives you this wide, toothy grin, and then you just clock him over the head, and he falls onto the ground. That's the
Good
room
thing you hit
clear.
him because I was walking up to heal him and ask him if he wanted to join the party, and then you're like, 1 second, let me give him this gold. And, all right, he's dead. Understood. These guys are just unconscious. Should we put them in a butt buddy pile over here in the corner? All right. I don't know. Do they have anything on them that we could tie them up with? Remove their weapons.
They
Well, hey, since they're like knocked out, can I just like coup de grace them one by one?
if you really wanted
Yeah.
to.
That too, but I'll be no part of that unless you invite me.
I like you start like moping away real quietly. Like, you're welcome to join.
So you watch as the Drow and now Dr. Connors begin to unsheath their weapons and get ready to kill all these unconscious hobgoblins.
No. Will
Do it
gesture-
himself.
gesture of restraint. Say no. Come on, that's not what we're about.
I will make eye contact with him as I slit the first goblin's throat.
Oh. I'll sheath my weapons. You're right. The Diamond Bears are better than this. We're the good guys.
That's right.
While they're doing that, I'm just gonna go down here and see if there's anything down here.
In the interest of time, it's a long tunnel that will eventually make its way down to the Temple of Howling Hatred. i.e.
Okay.
The Air Temple Cult.
Howling hatred.
All right.
It goes back to the Air Temple Cult eventually.
All right.
Come on, let's go back. Let's do that red door and figure it out.
I'm glad you said Air Temple because I was like, which one of them howls? I don't understand. I was being real dumb there for a second.
That's the werewolf temple.
Yeah, I was like, howling.
All right.
Whoa, where am I? Oh, whoa.
I moved you over.
Am I seeing through the door line of sight because the door's open?
Yes.
Yeah, I opened it.
All right, let's keep going. I guess moving stealthily.
I'll stay
All
close
right.
behind.
Up to here, I guess.
I like how you said you'll stay close behind and you were behind the druid.
Well, he moved after I said that.
I know.
What sees eye?
You seize a very well decorated room with a raised dais and an altar that fills the alcove of the dais. Flanking that dais are two braziers currently flickering with fire, as well as two torches next in sconces. There is a rich tapestry along the wall, and it is the one behind the altar itself is adorned with a stylized cauldron symbol.
Do I see anybody?
No.
We've come to inspect the tapestries.
Yeah, altars and tapestry. All right, so we'll check out the tapestries. We'll I guess go over here and take a look at the tapestries.
Okay.
The people in this
Go
tapestry
ahead.
look amazingly like us, but on fire.
Go ahead and make a perception check, Will.
Ooh.
That's a tapestry, all right.
What tapestry?
I guess, does this altar have any notable markings?
It looks like a simple stone altar. You can see there's a constant marking on the tapestry, especially the one behind the altar, of what looks like some sort of bull symbol. The rest of you of the Diamond Bears recognize this symbol as being the symbol of the fire cult.
Okay. I say, just go ahead and lay down up there and see what happens. Sure, nothing bad, right? We gotta get this ball started. Or whatever.
After you.
Philly,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Wand of Secrets on the altar.
Let me see something.
Let me see how secret this is.
So, it detects secrets within 30 feet. There's not a secret on the altar, but there is a secret within 30 feet.
Okay. I will let everyone know that, hey, the Wand of Secrets reporting something in that area. Just not sure where yet.
Can I,
And as you... Are you going to move further in, or...?
Probably not now.
Okay. It's pointing in this direction. The wand is.
Okay. Okay, so I can let everyone know it's pointing in this direction, and you know what? Just because adventurous, I'm gonna
And
head that way.
because you have obscenely high passive perception, as you kind of poke around in the tapestry, you find hiding behind parts of the burnt tapestry is what appears to be a hidden door.
I thought you were going to say a person. Like no one could see the feet sticking out from behind the tapestry.
It's 3 men and a baby ghost.
A secret door. Wah, wah, wah.
Hey, look,
So
that wand of secrets finally came in handy for something.
Are you
Yay!
going to listen to it, or would you like me to?
Yeah, I will let you take the lead. I will point out there's a secret door here.
I'll listen at the door.
I mean, the door's already open.
I think he's already.
I already opened the door for you.
Oh.
It leads to the staircase that heads down. As you make your way down, you can see there are throw rugs in what appears to be some sort of living quarters. There's privacy screens, there's a couch, there's a quartet of comfortable chairs. It's a pretty cozy looking space here, actually. Gossamer fabrics are draped across a bed, and there's a desk in the southeast corner.
Is there anything of interest on the desk?
As you make your way through the desk, you find 2 spell scrolls. The first is a spell scroll of Melf's Minute Meteors.
Okay.
The second is a scroll of Wall of Sand.
Oh, Kent, I also gave you a spell book earlier.
I know.
I don't-
I'll
okay.
ask about when we actually have some rest or
Sure,
something like
that's
that.
I will give these to Will to put into the bag for now.
Okay, so noted.
I will now start digging through the desk. Is there anything of note in the desk?
Aside from those 2 spell scrolls, nothing really.
And then what's this over here?
That is a throw rug.
Oh, okay.
We got some weird artifact here, but this is just the wall, right? Where I'm standing next to, down the stairwell.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got some weird gray thing. So.
Yeah, it like leads through.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if that was something else.
It's text. I think it's probably the signature of the guy who made the map.
Ah.
What's under the throw rug? Anything?
Nah, dust.
Time to start tearing this room apart. Is there anything underneath the bed?
All we are is dust in the
Yeah.
That's it, huh? Okay.
In fact, looking around the room, it looks like whoever would spend time in here doesn't spend very much time in here at all.
Okay, I have an idea then. Let's head back up. I'll wait for everyone to leave.
Yeah, we need to go back to the crossroads.
Yeah. After everyone's left, though, I have 1,000 ball bearings. I'm going to keep the door open, but I'm going to keep the curtain in front of it, and I'm going to put like 100 ball bearings in front of the staircase,
All right.
just in case.
Okay.
Hey guys, I forgot
900
something
ball
down
bearings
there.
left.
Whoa! And I guess we'll head back to the crossroads.
Zoinks.
You have how many ball bearings?
1,000.
1,000.
Well, 900 now.
900. I have 900 now. I'll put 100 there.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I know you have ball, or do you ever make mention that you have ball bearings?
Well, you just
poured
saw me pull
100
out a
of
bag
them
and force them on the ground, so.
Okay. Kent would just like to say, hey, I don't suppose you could give me, I don't know.
All of them?
No, no, not all of them, but just for you know, what do you call it, sake. So later on, I might be able to.
How many do you need?
I don't know. I have to find that out, but I have to hit. I have to cast the spell first to see if I can find out how many I would need. Hold on. 10.
10 of them?
10 of them.
Sure. I'll do you one better. You can take 50 for use.
Okay. I'll kind of put them in my bag.
Okay.
now
All
a
right, you now have 50 ball bearings.
I'm now a walking claymore.
It has a long ass spell text.
Yeah,
What's,
I'm curious if we dragged it in, if it would have been fixed, because they adjusted some of that shit. Anyway,
what's down here?
down there, Will, you see the air is noticeably cooler in this area. There is a circular room that has a pool of water in the center of it. The surface of the water is as smooth as glass.
Jump in.
No, I'll leave it be. I don't think there's anything necessarily to do there.
Okay.
Nothing won't get us in trouble.
So I'm going to relay that I can see what's all the way down at the end of this bridge.
It's from. Yeah, I can too. It's from the magma, I think.
No, I have 120 foot dark vision.
Oh, nice.
So at the end of this bridge, there are
The magma is lighting up the bridge, but yes.
but there's a living quarters with a lot of guards, so be prepared.
Be prepared.
You know,
So can we like take a formation? Is that a thing?
well,
Yeah.
Marching order.
Speaking of ball bearings,
Balls of steel.
you say there are guards down there, right?
Lots, yeah.
Lots of them. Oh. He's really putting all the clues together here. You know what? I'll try.
Did you not see Invaders or not Crusaders of the Lost Ark? Or...
Can I try to stealth up to like right?
So
where the
you have some ball bearings, and this is a bridge, and there's some guards at the other end. Yeah, what are you trying to say?
So it's extremely difficult to stay hidden in any shadows because of how the magma, the literal molten lava, is kind of lighting up the
Liquid hot
bridge.
magma.
So you're not really able to find any shadows to duck inside, but you're moving very quietly as light as your toes, and as you peer forward, it looks like the guards aren't paying significant attention to the bridge themselves. They look like they're in the midst of casual conversation. And you might see one or two of them are maybe sleeping on some bunks.
So how many ball bearings would you say it would take to cover 10 by 10 area? This bridge. Or not 10 by 10, but like 10 foot by 10 foot area.
You know, to keep it simple, let's say 10 ball bearings for every 5 square feet.
Okay, so let's say I want to cover this, and this square with just
Okay.
ball bearings. So that's 40 ball bearings. Or that works too.
All we are is dust in the wind.
Nah, that's not right.
No, really, we're just dust in the wind.
Damn it!
Yeah, I just want to like just splash the bag forward, try and get as many ball bearings as I can.
No, I know, and I was sitting there thinking, to add insult to injury, I could have cast that, but unfortunately, I do not have it prepared. On top of ball bearings.
Balls of steel.
Okay, there's 40 ball bearings. Then I'll just throw them out there, let them land on the bridge,
All right.
and I'll start yelling curse words at them in Undercommon, just down the bridge.
All right. They begin to draw their swords. The other ones are kind of woken up, and there is movement that is beginning to make their way south, as well as some calls of alarm. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Ooh, there's a high initiative.
All right. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I missing somebody?
Yeah, you're missing my snake. 1 sec, sorry. I rolled for myself twice and snake 0 times. Oh no, I rolled for the snake. The 17. Let me put it in. Hold on.
All right.
There you go. Done.
All right. Isn't you drop the ball bearings? You shout these curse words. What are you doing?
I'm gonna back up 10 feet, and then I want to hold darkness for when they get to about here. I want to drop it just in front of the ball bearings.
Okay. Tegan, you're up.
Okay.
It should have been me next. Sorry. I don't know if it matters, but I rolled a
Oh,
22.
sorry.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
sorry. Kurt, go ahead.
All right. I will move up and then hold my attack for when they get in range. That's it.
All right. Tegan.
I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna hold lightning bolt.
Okay. Ka.
Mm-hmm. Move up to just behind isn't. He's done.
All right. Kent.
Kent's going to move. Let's see, I'm here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. Kent's going to move here, and he is going to. Let me just take a look. He's just going to ready firebolt.
Okay. Tuck. You are muted in Discord, by the way, Glory. He might not be there. Well, in the interest of time, I'm going to move him forward. And we'll say he passes his turn for now or something. Will, you're up.
Will is going to move up to there. And hold on, real quick. 60-foot range. Shoot, I can't. Sorry, hold on.
Oh, you know what? Kent would like to add, he also yells, "Hey, assholes, guess what happened to the mage to the south?"
I'm going to hold my action. I'm going to hold a fairy fire that I may or may not cast, depending on how many get into range with our melee front line.
All right. So, you might see down the line, for those of you who are far enough, one individual, maybe a couple, in robes that are beginning to make their way forward. And they cast mage armor on themselves, making their way out already, so that's their turn. And then pushing forward in front of them, come a few of the guards, and that fella up front is going to pull out his crossbow. There's going to be a light upon it, and he is going to fire it right down in the drow's direction, which will hit. You take 10 points of damage as the crossbow pierces through your leather hide. Now, those of you with ready actions, if you're within range of any of these creatures, now would be the time to use them.
I'm going to throw darkness right there.
Okay. Like the spell for me. S- 20-foot radius, 15-foot sphere. Right there?
Yep. So as
Okay.
they come out of it, they step on the bearing.
All right. And then Miles, you're firing your bow at which, well, it's going to crit, so go ahead and just roll damage. All right. Your arrow pierces the hide of that individual. Tegan, you had a lightning bolt held.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna hold it.
Okay. Kench, I think you said you had a firebolt held?
Fire bolt. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
You going to use it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it on the closest guy. Kent will say, just as we're going along, next time somebody says they're going to cast lightning bolt in a straight line down a fucking row, probably not a good idea to stand right in front of the character, because I would have lit your ass up.
All right. So firebolt will land. So go ahead and roll damage.
Yep.
All right. So the fire lands. Not entirely unsurprisingly, you notice that it doesn't have a particularly strong effect against his armor. It certainly hurts, but it doesn't have a strong effect as maybe you might otherwise be hoping.
Because he's fire resistant, obviously.
Uh-huh. Isn't, you're up.
So there's just an orb of darkness here. I'll ready my bow and I'll hold my action for when they come out of it and they go to slip. I'm gonna shoot the first person to walk out of the darkness.
Okay, Kurt. Dr. Connors.
Can you
Miles?
hear me?
Now we
Yes.
can.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna ready my bow for when they come out of the 10-foot cube of slippage, and they live through his crossbow.
All right. Tegan.
You know what? This guy's hurt, right? One right there.
You can't see him in the darkness.
Yeah, now you can't see, unfortunately.
Okay. Can't see him in the darkness. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put on my balloon backpack for my action.
All right.
And
Kaza.
yep.
Go ahead.
And so I was just gonna move up to about here.
Okay. All right. Snake's turn.
I'll move to there and ready my action. If they
What
step
action
into
are you?
range, I'ma bite them.
Okay, I think it's a 10-foot minimum you have to be, so.
What? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so, okay.
Yeah.
Get
Kent's just gonna hold off. Yeah,
Okay.
wants
Enjoy
to
the
see-
view.
Wants to see what happens.
Okay, Duck.
Move up to here. I'm gonna ready my action.
All right. Will.
I'm gonna move up. Out there, and I'm still holding my ferret fire.
Okay. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. One priest is going to make his way out, and he's going to have to make a dexterity saving throw against the ball bearings. DC for it is 10, by the way, which he succeeds. So he slips a little bit, but he manages to stay steady. He's poked his head out. Those of you who want to do attacks of opportunity, now's a chance. Or, held actions, whatever. 13 does not connect. The arrow flies.
Damn.
All right.
Hang on. I can hit him, I think. 20 yards.
Yeah.
20 yards? 20 feet, I mean. Yep.
Okay.
Do.
15 will land. As will 20. All right. You throw the staff. It whacks him across the head both times as he's slowly trying to find a foothold around these bearings that he suddenly sees. And then, assuming that that's all done, he's going to cast Fireball on the lot of you.
That's a dex save, right? It is.
Yep.
But he's not.
It's not.
There we go. That catches all of you. All right. He throws Fireball. I need everybody to make dex saves. They're going to... Miles, you get that with advantage.
Yeah, for two reasons. One, it's magic and I'm a snake, and
Oh,
two,
right.
I'm holding the blade that says I get advantage on it.
Okay.
But I can't hit my snake. There we go. La 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 la.
3, 4, 5.
Da, 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 da.
Will, I need you to make a dex save.
What is resistance? Is that just advantage on saving
Nope,
throws?
You take
or...
half
No.
damage.
Hey, I
Yep.
take half of half on my snake. Not my snake, my man. My snake man, sorry. Sorry.
Okay, Will, you succeed in the save. What are you talking about, Miles?
I'm carrying the blade of half fire damage. Whatever the fuck it's called.
Firebrand?
Firebrand. Frostbrand. In addition, you have resistance to fire damage.
Okay.
That's me. I have that.
That's me. I have that.
La 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 la.
Yep, you're right. Okay, so you take half damage. So the total damage is 23.
Quarter
DC,
damage.
DC is 13. Malik, it's AoE. You take no damage. Tuck, same. Miles, you take half damage. Crow, you take half damage. Kent, you take full damage.
Well, Miles takes half of half.
You have resistance. You don't have double resistance. You take half damage.
I mean, I saved on it.
Yeah,
which
he
is
dex
half
saved, and then he takes half of that.
and then I have resistance.
Right. Okay, that's what you mean. Yes, you
Yes.
take half damage from the initial roll for succeeding on the dex save, and then
Right.
because you're resistant to fire damage, you take half of that remaining damage.
Yep. Now we're on the same page.
Okay. So, parsing this out, I'll let you guys adjust your hit points.
All right.
Malik, you take 11 points. Oh, no, you don't take any. Malik, you don't take any. Tuck doesn't take anything. Miles, you take 5 points.
Right.
Crow, you take 11 points. Kent, you take the full 23. And Will, you take 11 points. And the snake takes 11 points.
Perfect. Good work, everyone.
All right, the other two are kind of stumbling in the blindness. And punching out is the first of one of these guards. He'll make a dex save. He'll have to try to make a dex save.
Oh wait, when this guy pops out, I had a saved attack, and so did
Yeah,
I
we
guess
all
it's-
attacked?
when
Yeah, I
it came
call-
out of the other side of the 10-foot cube. Sorry,
You
never
did
mind.
say it.
Yep,
I
I'm sorry.
call for
I missed it. I missed it. You're going. Sorry.
Okay, so this guy comes out. He slips on the balls, and you watch as he sploosh, right into the lava.
This might be the stupidest way I've ever circumvented a fight.
The second guy comes out. All right, he stays steady.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him then. Here we go.
He makes his
Can this
way up
arrow
here.
make him unsteady?
I did not mean to do advantage, but the 19. Yeah.
Counting the 19, you'll have to. Okay, we're counting the 10 damage and not the
Yep.
3 there. So, all right, you pierce him with an arrow. He still stands.
Ooh.
Pulling out his crossbow, he's going to fire it back in your direction, and it is flaming. Not that it matters. It goes sailing by you and sinks down into the crevice below. All right. Top of the round isn't.
Okay, so I'm gonna run at this guy, and I just want to kick him real hard in the knee, so he has to like try to catch himself.
Okay. Go ahead, and this is going to be a push action. If I can find that. You know what? Here's what I'll say. Make opposed strength checks.
Strength check.
He rolls an 8. You roll a 9. You push him off the ledge. Sploosh. All right.
That's
Kurt.
it. I'm done.
I guess I will shoot that guy. I will
No, you
not shoot that guy. All right.
All right. Your arrow goes flying over his head into the darkness beyond. Tegan.
Okay, this is what I'm going to. I am going to first move to here, and then I'm going to jump off the bridge, use the reaction to inflate the balloon, put me right about here.
Okay.
And let's see. That was 30 feet. On. Make sure. 25, 5. Then I'm going to float the rest of my movement to here. That
Okay.
should be the right.
I'll say for your benefit that the roof from this chasm, from the bridge of this chasm, is 50 feet high.
Okay. Well, I'm just basically levitating straight across. You know, it's just keeping me from falling.
Sure.
Then I'm going to hit.
Says the guy who can turn into an eagle.
Well, you'll see. I'm going to hit this one with Thorn Whip.
Okay. No, you're not.
Yeah, apparently not. That was my thought anyway.
Would have been a good thought.
The trick of it is it's also 30 feet. You're 35 feet away. So.
Oh, was I?
Mhm.
Oh, I miscalculated then. Oh well.
All right. Ka.
Ka will show you how to hit a fiend. No, he won't.
We're counting to 13, and no, he
Yeah.
won't. The priest takes his staff and rotates it around and blocks Ka as he kind of just bites into the wood.
Okay.
Kent.
Hold on. One sec. He's going to move to there. And then, hold on. How do I rotate that? Oh, there
The
we
very
go.
top.
Oh, hold on. Let me move this over a little bit. Sorry. A little OCD there. God damn it. Sorry. I'm trying to get it on me. Okay, we'll cast this. Now, I will be sparing my friends from the damage of said spell.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
It's a very big cone of cold.
60-foot cone cold.
I will do the 43 points of damage. I'm just clinking this again so I can see the spell description. Alright. Con save, half damage. A creature killed by this becomes a frozen statue until it thaws. Okay. So, total damage is 43. This is going to be against that many. Alright, con saves. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 failures in a row. Back.
Kent is very pissed off that he got hit by fireball.
Alright. So, the one who's in the midst of the ball bearings becomes a frozen statue. And then... Alright, 1 success in the back. What's 42 divided by 2? 21. Yep.
So does
Blackjack!
this freeze the ball bearings to the ground too?
What's that?
Does this freeze the ball bearings too?
It might.
Like, are they
Yep.
frozen to the bridge now? Okay.
So they can't exactly move, and people can very easily slip on them. But yes, thank you for pointing that out. Yes, the ball bearings are frozen to the bridge and cannot easily be moved. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. All right, Tuck, you're up.
Hmm. If I go over here, can I do some monk shit to get over those balls?
You can leap over them anyway, so you'll be
Is it
leaping
still
right into
darkness
darkness.
there, though?
Oh yeah.
Can I stay on top of Snake here?
Are you gonna stand on top of? I mean, you could stand over them.
Yeah. I
Okay.
will stand over him and throw my staff at one of those motherfuckers.
Okay. You don't know exactly where they are, so I'm gonna say make the attack with disadvantage.
Sure.
All right. You actually do manage to hit one of them, so go ahead and roll damage. And you hit the one who was already damaged, so you watch as falling out of the darkness, one of the priests goes collapsing into the chasm below.
I'm going to throw my staff again.
Okay. And the second one misses. You recall it before it gets too far out of reach.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Will.
I can't see them. Is that correct?
Correct. They're in darkness.
That blows. Yeah, not much I can do there then. I'm going to just move up a bit. Say to here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use my instrument to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
And let me fire that off. Hold on.
All right. I'll let you restore your hit points.
Okay.
The priest is going to make its way out and is going to try to save it against slipping against frozen balls. Succeeding. And once it makes its way out, noticing the statue next to it and assessing the situation, it's going to do what any flame-loving priest will do and attempt to cast Fireball on top of all of you.
Karen spell.
It's going to attempt to cast Fireball on top of all of you. It doesn't get very far, though. And the Guardians One of them gets kind of to the edge and pushes against the frost statue of his friend, and you hear a sudden gasp as he tries to peer around. He's still just in the darkness, though, so he's not able to really see much of anything else. That's about all they can... Well, actually, this guy is going to try to shift because I can let you guys do it. He's going to try to move his way forward. He's going to have to make a dex save. Alright, and he falls off the ledge.
I just keep picturing Monty Python. What is your favorite color?
Blue. No, yellow! Isn't, you're up. There's one priest visible.
I'm gonna try and step onto the frozen balls.
Make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, you've managed to make your way onto them.
And I'm gonna kick him in the kneecap.
Opposed strength checks. He's not a particularly strong individual, so... You push him off the ledge. Kurt.
There's only the one left, right?
You don't know that.
You're totally right. I will fire with disadvantage into the blackness.
I cast magic missile in the darkness.
Didn't get him.
Unfortunately,
Nope.
Unfortunately, that would have hit magic missile.
That's a total miss, I'm afraid.
That's fine.
Tegan, you are floating on the balloons. You watched as about 4 different bodies just go plummet into the chasm and the lava below.
And I don't see anything at this point, right? I mean, he's still covered in darkness.
Yep.
All visible enemies were missing.
Yep.
What the heck? It's just going to blow it on over here then.
Alrighty. Kaz next.
Ka will hold his attack until he sees an opponent.
Okay. Kent.
Same with Kent.
Tuck.
Can I see him?
No, he's in darkness.
I'm gonna try and throw the staff anyway.
Okay. Disadvantage. Somehow manages to hit. Alright, you hear in the darkness. That one won't.
I'm done.
Alright. Will.
Can't see anything, so I'm just kind of hanging out.
Alright. Last of these guys is going to stumble forward, and he's going to have to make a dex save. I want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Guardian there, right? Yeah. You're out of combat.
Would it be fair to say with the heat from the rising magma, the red hot magma, that it would have
It
melted?
stopped. It stopped rising. The magma itself technically stopped rising when you pulled that sword out, but
No. But the heat in this room must be appreciative of heat
Oh, yeah.
rises. All right. So would it be fair to say that the ball bearings have melted now?
you have to wait a few minutes. But
Well, when they do, I would just like to take Mage Hand and brush across the side, brush them off the side of the thing, so we can make a clear path forward.
okay.
That way, no one risks possibly falling off themselves.
I'm
Listen, you
gonna
watch-
kick this frozen guy off.
Okay. You watch as Mage Hand brushes your 40 ball bearings into the lava below.
I'm okay with this.
All right.
It was
You
a
kept-
well worth 40 ball bearings.
So, for your point of reference, that guy's an ice statue.
I know. I just don't want him to be on the bridge with us.
Okay.
You can probably get enough leverage.
Make an attack roll.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say you push him off.
Just gonna shoulder tackle him real hard off the cliff.
Done.
Onward! Hello, living quarters.
Does anyone have any
And-
spare healing for my snake?
Yeah,
That door's
Will
open.
will hit him with the healing word.
Sure.
Ooh.
Well, when we get up to the living quarters, Kent's going to say,
Nice.
Kent's going to say, I need to recover.
As you get up, you can see this is clearly some sort of barracks. There are barrels, crates, and trunks that have been stacked against the southern end of the wall here. You can enter into that room. The other room there looks like the priest's room. Each of them has a footlocker at the bed. There are sets of shelves and a writing desk there, as well as a table set into the middle of the northern wall.
Is there anything on this desk worth note?
No. Excuse me, not the desk itself. Just some loose parchment.
I will open every drawer to this desk.
There's nothing of note in the desk aside from an inkwell and scattered parchment. Nothing of value, really. A bunch of nonsensical prayers to fire and different daily rituals.
Kelly, just for game's sake, I've taken the balloon backpack off and I'm back on ground.
Sure. Tegan, you can see down there, aside from the door, there are two very smelly piles of fur that have been kind of shoved into the corner of the room. And there is a small bag with knuckle bones spilling out between the two nests, as well as a half-eaten haunch of meat.
Yummy. I'll yell over at Tuck, hey, there's dinner over here for you, Tuck. Then I'll go back over here and relay that there's a door over there.
I just wanted to try something.
Okay. What else you guys doing?
I guess I'll peer into this door.
It's locked.
Not for long, it isn't. Ha-ha!
All right, you pick the lock.
I will open the door now.
All right. Opening the door. Are you just clear opening the door?
Yep, I'm just gonna push the door open.
Okay, pushing the door open, you see pacing in the middle of the room is a man with red skin. The interior of this chamber has the smell of smoking wood, and there's something of a smoking haze that is kind of filling the air. You can see in the corners of the room are 4 oversized braziers that are giving off considerable light, and along one of the walls is a divan, and another wall is a writing table with a basalt top. There are numerous rugs. Most of them are singed at the edges that are kind of scattered on the floor. There are wall hangings that are woven in various shades of scarlet, red, etc., all of them bearing fire stitch patterns. As you kind of burst open into this door, you see this red-skinned man turn around and look at you, and he says, "Oh, I've heard about you. You
About
were with
me?
prisoners." "Yes, I've heard a lot more about your compatriots." He kind of peers over your shoulder at Tuck.
I'll step in the door, and I'll motion to Tuck to come in.
Is he wearing a ring?
He appears to be maybe wearing a gold ring. Simple
So,
gold ring.
Does it look like the red skin ring that we found earlier?
No.
Alright.
No, he actually has a similar make as far as race goes to Boyance, but instead of blue skin, his is red. As you kind of make your way into the room, he says, I've heard a lot of reports about a band of adventurers who had gone out of their way to take out many of the leadership of the other cults. Am I to assume that you are the Diamond Bears?
You may, Will says, delighted to have been to have our reputation precede us. As he'll step into the room and give a bow. I am Will Beethoven, and I introduce the rest of the party who is there. Yes, we are the Diamond Bears, and we greet you.
He gives something of a half bow, always cautiously keeping his eyes on you, and he says, The name is Bastion Thermander.
Does that name mean anything to you guys?
It wouldn't.
I'm being a smartass to this guy.
Okay. He says, Well, if you must know, they have placed me as the second of command within charge of the cult of the Eternal Flame. Though I am smart enough to know when I am outmatched.
So, you gonna get to your knees and let us tie you up, or you just gonna stand there and run your mouth?
Oh,
I have a better
slow
proposal.
Down, slow down.
What if? He says, Allow me to provide you some aid, if you will. I know where Vanifer, the leader of the cult of Eternal Flame, is and what she is planning on doing. And how you can stop her.
I'm listening.
He says, Each of the different cults have been working to summon an elemental lord of the apocalypse into this world. From what I understand, the better part of you have slain 3 of them. The last, Miss Vanifer, is close to bringing forth Imix, Lord of Fire, into the node below us.
And I take it Imix isn't looking to do much more than set the world on fire. Does that sound about right?
Most likely.
Mm-hmm.
I have enough sway with especially the non-human members of this particular cult. Given the opportunity, I could sway the other members, but they won't listen to me without Tinder Strike, the dagger of flame that she possesses.
I see.
So is it like whoever holds the dagger rules the cult?
Yeah, get in line, buddy.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he says, I can see you're very well acquainted with the weapons of the different planes.
I'm just a man with a taste for the finer things.
He's saying this over to Dr. Connors, who he notes that Dr. Connors is wielding he's carrying.
As I take
Wind
Vane and Drowned off, one in each hand, and just start fucking spinning them around. What are you talking about?
Quite. Well, allow me to this. If you make your way down to the south, she is in the Weeping Colossus, preparing to summon Imix. Bring me Tinder Strike, and I assure you, aside from a considerable donation of wealth, that I can conduct the remaining members of the Cult of Eternal Flame into less terrible circumstances for you.
If we're able to get Tinder Strike, why would we need that?
He says, the remaining members of the cult can continue to be a bother.
Oh.
With it, I can control them.
Well, first things first.
Quest added to quest log.
Exactly. Where can we find Vanifer?
Below us.
First things first.
She lies in the node of fire below us in a place called the Weeping Colossus.
And how do we get there?
There is a stone floating disc towards the southeast. take it all the way down, and you'll land in the center of a volcano.
Okay.
He shows you a sign that he makes with his hands, and he says, "Show that to the gods, and they will raise the stepping stones to allow you to pass."
Okay. So noted. So when we go off to the Sweeping Colossus to deal with Venifer and obtain the dagger, what will you be doing?
Waiting patiently for your safe return.
Uh,
I'm gonna roll insight to see if I believe him at all.
I don't need to roll insight to not trust this guy.
I don't need to
Tegan.
roll insight to know he's never getting that dagger.
Tegan, firstly, you'll remember that Obark had requested you to obtain all 4 of the elemental weapons in order to summon a portal into this plane where Zaxxas, this big shadow skull lord, whatever he is apparently harassing the group and supposedly has his own take over the world scheme going on. But based on your familiarity with the other cults, you find it hard to believe that simply giving Tinderstrike to this guy, or one of the elemental weapons of fire to this guy, would necessarily be in your favor. Especially considering that the rest of the cults, to more or less a greater degree, just kind of scattered to the wind upon the death of the prophets.
I'm also more interested in seeing if I believe the fact that he's actually second in command.
That much you believe, and you get the sense that he's less interested in trying to get the cult out of your hair, and more interested A, in self-preservation, and B, in grabbing power for the cult for himself.
Because this is all too familiar.
What do you suggest?
The last time we had someone that was obviously evil, that was trying to do something in our behalf, turned out to be Dr. Connor's favorite villain,
What an asshole.
Mr. Eddie Brock.
No, it was also the Dr. Otto Octavius.
I don't see
He's
any armor
referencing-
out of the back.
Yeah,
The-
he's referencing when you were deceived by Edward Brock using a disguise
right.
spell.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, what do we do with him then?
Well, leave him sit here.
Do I get the impression, even though I'm a little further away and very wounded, that there is any innate magical spell on this man?
Make an Arcana check.
It's Eddie Brock again.
You laugh. Arcana.
Go me, Arcana.
There's some innate magic to him, but you're not detecting any sort of illusionary spell. You get the sense that he's actually maybe either a wizard or a sorcerer.
All right. I'll relay to Tegan that. Well, I don't think this is Brock.
Okay. Just
Is he a
this
vampire?
seems way too familiar.
Oh yeah, I would like to just do a quick perception for any vampires on the ceiling.
The one time he didn't.
You catch the very faint glimmer of red eyes peering at you from the ceiling before ducking into the darkness.
Oh,
Kent's
I'll
going to
attempt to
walk.
shoot it. Even though I know I'm gonna miss, I have to shoot. And
You
it's gone.
aim your bow and fire in that general direction. You hear a pinging sound like the sound of your arrow hitting metal before it kind of before this shadow retreats.
Kent's going to walk into the room after hearing all of this, and he's going to say, "We bested 3 of the 4 cults. There's no assistance that you could give us that would possibly end with us handing you an elemental weapon. The fact that you would even suggest it insults our intelligence, except for the monks."
He says, I can tell you what you'll face.
We haven't known what we've faced the entire time. I
Then
think
I wish you best of luck.
Yeah.
All we are is dust in the wind.
Kent casts Hold Person on the obviously evil son of a bitch right in front of him. Yeah, wait, I think I can. Oh, I think I can. I don't know if I can. Yes, he does. I will link that.
Please do.
Help!
Held.
Wow.
You rolled a fucking 0.
No disappointment there.
I like this API.
Boom, bazinga.
That's a one. Alright, he's held.
Kent's going to look at our drow friend and say, "Do with him what you will." It's
I don't know
obvi-
if you give me this kind of freedom.
No, go ahead. There's no one in here that is a friend to us, even though we keep stopping to make small talk with these people.
As you say that, let me check something.
Yeah, because it's a role-playing game, not a combat simulator.
Never mind.
Yeah, I like a
he's held.
little foreplay before the main event.
Alright, he's held.
If you're gonna let me do this, you may want to leave the room.
But I already did.
Check him for loot before you're finished.
Actually, hold on.
Holy
Before you do anything, I gotta satisfy my curiosity. I'm casting that on him just to see if there's anything on him.
Oh shit!
And then so much for the hold.
That's not
So much for the hold.
good.
Alright, the hold dispels. As soon as it breaks, he is going to back up towards the desk. Isn't to make an attack of opportunity if you want.
It better be a damn good attack, isn't it?
Well, can I just try to grab him and grapple him?
I don't
So he
think
can't back up?
At an opportunity attack. Maybe as
this
soon
will
as
be,
it's not held, we would roll initiative and see if you go first.
if you're going to try to grapple him, then just make a acrobatics check.
Sure.
Alright, you grapple him.
I'm going to spin around, put my arm around his throat, and put a dagger to his hip.
Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative just to see if I can get an action before you get yours.
Oops. Got an 8.
Alright, as soon as you get your dagger towards him, he is going to attempt to dimension door out of there.
Counterspell.
What I guess yours would be your spellcasting modifier, so charisma check, because it's a level 4 spell.
You have to beat a DC 14.
Damn. Alright, you get your dagger around his throat, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, damn it. Not. There we go.
Alright. He kind of clutches at his throat, And because you got it right at his throat, and had this grappled for the sake of speed, I'll say, if you just kind of want to watch him bleed out, that'll be that.
I'll clean off my blade and walk out of the room.
All right. Will Tegan, he's clutching at his throat, trying to keep the blood in, and you see him kind of choking on his own blood.
I'm gonna into casual murder. Jeez, do I want to burn a heal spell on this guy?
No. It's not casual murder.
Guys!
He is truly our enemy. He's the second in charge of the cult.
Yeah, but I mean...
And you're going to heal him?
He dies.
He
Slow
didn't join the cult to be like, hey, I'm going to join a cult and have some fun with some bitches. He joined the cult and still wants power. He wants us to bring him an elemental dagger.
Yeah, and there was not a doubt in my mind that we were going to deny him the dagger. My problem is just with the casual killing that our new party member seems to enjoy. That's my problem. I'm not above killing. I mean, how many we've killed everyone else in this place?
All they're having this conversation isn't. This is this moral objection against killing would-be enemies is new.
We'll put in that if it's an enemy and they're willing to fight you and stand against you, there is no world worth living with them.
But that's not what the case was here.
He did just try to teleport out of here, and it was pretty obvious he was going to betray us.
After you attacked him!
What do you think he was going to do after he got the dagger?
Well, we weren't going to give him the dagger.
Then why would we even let him live if he was just going to walk out of here after we left?
Because we're not here on a mission of murder. We are here to stop the end of the world. And if we can achieve that without killing someone in cold blood...
I don't think you have room to speak.
Oh?
I've heard tales.
Okay, I don't know what you've heard, says Will, but I'm no casual killer. Taking a life is, in our line of work, unfortunately all too necessary. But when we have a prisoner who has surrendered himself and is looking to parley and discuss terms, I'm not going to slit that man's throat.
You humans, or actually, what race are you? Are you human?
He's half-elf.
Half-elf? I think you have a few things to learn from my society as much as I have a few things to learn from yours.
I'm not interested in learning how to become a cold-blooded murderer. That's not why I do what I do. That's not why I joined the Diamond Bears, and that's not what we have been about.
Isn't you don't understand why he's mad?
I don't really know what else to do. I'm just gonna walk away, I guess.
Thanks for the support, guys.
You already know how I
You've got the
stand.
silverest tongue I've ever seen. I think you can handle one person. Also, I walked out into the hall because I didn't want to be a part of it.
Tegan, you're now standing over the pooling blood of this individual.
Yeah. I'm gonna search his body.
Oh, out of character. Waste not, want not.
He has 25 gold on him.
Sweet.
That was a lot of clinking dice for only 25 gold.
40-10.
Kent is just going to say, gentlemen, before we proceed much further, I am at death's door. I must rest. And when I mean death's door, I mean death's door.
Do you want to take this room in the bottom left?
So,
That we can at least have a one entrance that we could stop people from getting to us?
your call, guys.
Yeah, it makes no difference to me.
Which one? This one here?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that one.
So we're going to take a long rest?
Um,
Whatever you want.
one of us has to.
Okay.
Or needs to attempt to.
I would say we should.
Okay.
I can trance, that's fine.
So I'm not sure my question was answered. Long or short rest?
Long.
Long rest. Okay. We'll need to set watches. We'll take a watch.
I'll trance and then take the last 4.
We'll take the first watch from outside the door. Put this torch out in the sconce by the door, and kind of settle into the corner and try to conceal myself. I guess near the bed. So should anyone come walking up from either here or the bridge, I'll chances are they won't see me right away.
Sure. So, as you take the first watch, Will, is there anything in particular you're doing aside from the other course of the 2 hours?
Yeah, he's going to start working out the lyrics to a new ballad. The ballad of the bard that was good but got stuck in a party full of murderers and psychopaths. I don't have a title for it yet.
It's a working title.
There's a song in there
Working.
somewhere. I'll find it.
All right. So you work over. You spend that initial 2 hours, and otherwise you were left fairly unimpeded. It seems like, for the most part, you're left alone.
All right. My shift ends. I'll come in. Anyone want second shift, or am I free to just wake someone up?
You probably don't want to wake me up as I'm the only guy here that actually needs the full 8 hours.
Wait. Wake up one of the 2 half elves. Or one of the 2 elves, I guess.
You probably do me first there.
Yeah, I'll wake Tuck up and go to bed.
I'm going to do the same thing. I'll hide in the corner here. And
Okay. So, talk over the course of your rest. Is there anything in particular you would like to do?
nope. I'm just going to keep an eye out.
Okay. While you're keeping an eye out, you do hear footsteps coming in from the south, and you see walking up from the south is a familiar-looking priestess.
I see her, but does she see me?
No. She walks up and peers around for a minute.
I will leave her be for now.
If you're hiding in the corner, go ahead and make a stealth check. Okay. You manage to hide. You watch as she's looking around. She cries out, "Tuck, I know you're there."
Oh.
She doesn't see where you are. "The Storm Lord has urgent business with you."
What about?
She turns in your direction, and she says, "A private message."
Speak.
She says, "No doubt you've noticed that your gift has begun to shrink in recent days."
Yes.
"The gods are waging a war over your fate, and death has already claimed you once. If the entirety of your gift were to fade, then so would the last remaining vestiges of your life force."
Go on.
She approaches slowly and she says, "In order to maintain that life force and expand your time left, the Storm Lord has tasked me with aiding in your vigor."
Oh. As I stand up and flourish my staff.
With her hood still pulled over her head, she begins to take the straps binding around her and drops them.
Good enough.
Okay. Do you go in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Always. Especially when that happens. Oh.
Okay. So, in the midst of this, you watch as the image of her fades and is replaced by that of a demonic-looking man with a gigantic penis.
Haha.
I don't know that. I don't know that. Point B. What I would be like reacting to.
I knew it was you.
I knew it was too good to be true.
You take 20 points of psychic damage, and you hear... Go ahead and roll initiative. All right, you have it first. That hits. All right, you pummel him across his pretty little face.
1 key for stunning strike.
Okay. Stunned. Roll with advantage.
Nope. Thought I clicked it, apparently not.
All right, 19 lands. Second strike hits. 25 will land as well. All right.
1 key for
Stunning strike.
for not stunning strike, but
Yep, that'll hit too.
Sorry.
3 blows.
Yep.
And I'm gonna push him back 15 yards.
All right.
Feet, not yards, feet, which he
Strike check,
automatically
right?
fails, I'm assuming.
Let me check. Is that a strength check?
Yes.
I can't see what's going on out there, but I really hope that's down that pit.
Hesitating. Yeah, he automatically fails it. So you automatically push him 15 feet.
With.
Yep, that'll hit. Kyle's in the room. He's not out there. All right. You badly.
Right, but Miles wants to see what's going on.
Oh, okay, fair. Okay, you pummel into this creature. You push him back. You waylaced him to him. He's stunned, but he's still standing. Your turn again.
I'm gonna walk up. Hit him again.
All right. You waylaced into him, and you watch as he's just kind of pummeled into a bloody mess as your frustrated fist just kind of pound into him. He collapses onto the floor, and as he does, you watch as his big dick just kind of vanishes into thin air, and then 2 seconds later, he vanishes into thin air.
There can be only one.
Fucking Highlander did that shit.
And then you hear hurried footsteps behind you as you see that same priestess kind of running forward with weapons drawn. And she stops and she says, "Oh. Got him, I assume." She sheathes their weapons and she says, I've been tasked to deliver a message.
As I turn to her, pointing my staff in her way.
She says,
Quickly now.
I saved you once, don't try it, monk. But on with the message. The Stormlord knows you are in the work of possessing the 4 elemental weapons of power, and he knows of the prophecy involving the hand's fate of 3.
Yes.
As you work to complete this quest, you will be given the opportunity to have great power within the form of holding fate itself in your hands, molding it to however you see fit. The Stormwood would use that to benefit his own power. He would ask if and when you acquire all 3 of these weapons, to wish for him to be God among gods. If you do this, you will rise as second among all mortals.
Interesting.
Second,
Anything else?
from the bottom.
She says, only that his eye is upon you. The destructive power you wreak upon your foes has been duly noted. Continue your work against these individuals, and further blessings may follow.
I don't plan on halting my advance anytime soon.
Well spoken.
Is that all?
Yes. Rest well, Friar Tuck. For the hardest battles are yet to come. And she turns and begins to make her way away.
I'm going to sit back in the corner with the snake and finish my walk.
Okay. Another 2 hours passes. The elves, you have finished your long rests.
I will offer to take next watch then.
All right. Over the course of your rest, or over the course of your watch, isn't you have a 4-hour watch? Presumably, unless you just want to make it 2 hours and let everybody else sleep in, you finished up your long rest.
I'll take the 4-hour watch. That's fine.
Okay. Anything in particular you'd like to do over the course of that 4 hours?
I'm just messing with the deck of cards, passing time.
Okay. While you're doing that, I want you to go ahead and just make a perception check for me.
That's an automatic 10 because I have proficiency in it.
17. Okay. You look around. You hear the rumbling of the molten lava and the occasional crackle. Nothing else.
Okay. Nothing seems out of the ordinary at all, or
Not that you see.
okay. I'll go back to mess with my deck of cards then.
Okay. Otherwise, the remaining 4 hours pass, and you all get your long rest in.
Fair enough.
I will say that as you come out, you do see the body of... Oh, no, he's faded out. He's not there. Take it back.
He's
Never
gone.
mind. He's gone.
So none of us get to know that he fucked a man. Damn it.
Unless he shares.
Is
All
that
right.
it for tonight, or are we going on?
We can go on for a few more minutes because there's not a whole lot left here. So
You want to just make our way back to the disc? I mean, I think we've checked.
Now that we know where we need to go, yeah.
What's up here?
2 dirty matted rugs.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, step on the middle of it. See if it eats you.
No, I'm good.
There's only one person that does that in our party.
Been there, done that. Bought the t-shirt.
So are you
Oh,
guys
man.
just making your way all the way back to the disc and heading straight down?
Yeah.
I don't know if there
Okay.
was anything else that we could really look into. Was there?
Well,
We're
there's
not
a
gonna go through
room
this
up
door up
here,
here?
but
Where is there?
There's a door right here.
Oh, well.
there's a hallway up here too.
Oh, my. All right. Fog of War fucked me because I can see that, but I can see it now. Now I can see it. I didn't walk up there. You guys, what do you want to do?
I mean, like,
check out the
where are
rest
you
of the
at?
level, I guess.
Eh, fine with me.
Not being able to. Oh, you're up here.
Unless, having topped off after a long rest, you want to go down and just deal with it while we're at peak strength.
I mean, that's fine with me.
It's not like we can't get back up here and kick some ass after the apocalypse is over.
Yeah, that's true.
Assuming we survive it.
That's fair.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, let's do that. While we're at peak strength, let's go deal with
What
numbnuts.
I'm restoring all your shit.
I was just going to do it.
Okay. Well, it's done. All right. So you guys are making your way back to the disc.
It seems like that's the general direction that we must head.
All right. Are you guys heading just straight down? All the way straight down?
I
Serrano's got the discs.
think that's the only way to know how to go there, right? I mean, south and then. Oh, you mean when we get on the disc?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're getting on the disc, well, yeah. So again, that disc can only fit maybe 4 of you and the snakes. So
I'll wait above while the rest of them go down, and then I'll do the same thing like I did last time.
okay.
I will head down.
Yeah, I'll head down too.
All right. So who is staying up then, if anybody?
Well, if only 4 of us can fit, one other person's staying up with me.
Well, you guys can do what you did last time and just ride
I'll
him
stay.
down.
I'll wait this time. I prefer.
Alright.
I prefer that you not
Mm.
expend any of your abilities on my behalf.
I think we're missing Tuck still, yeah?
Yes. No. I got him copy pasted over here. So again, who's coming down?
Everyone but me and Tegan.
All right. So
Oh.
you and Tegan are staying up.
Well, where's Tuck then? Oh, he can
Underneath your
fit on
snake?
here with us. Okay.
The snake can slither between y'all.
Got it.
Okay. In
Alright.
that case, You make your way down, 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 and it gets hotter and hotter as you make your way descending down. Tent and Tegan, I've dragged you just off to the side. You're still sitting at the top as this disc descends down.
That's fine.
Okay. As you descend down and the disc makes its way, by the way, those stepping stones that you see on the map currently aren't there. It's just this disc in the central place surrounded by lava. One of the guards in the opposite end raises his hand and says, "Pass sign?"
Will make the
show him
sign
the
that the
pass
guy
sign.
made, yeah.
Okay. He nods, and you watch as this individual presses a loose stone, which then creates these stepping stones.
All right. I'll put the snake on my shoulder and head across.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll follow behind.
Okay.
Thank you,
Who?
soldier.
All right. So who goes across first? Because they're rising out of lava.
I don't. What?
Will,
Oh,
you've
well,
put your first
they're
step
really
on
hot.
one.
Yeah, you gotta wait for them to cool off.
You start putting your foot on one. You take 3 points of fire damage and recoil from the heat.
Can I gut it out and make it look like it doesn't bother me and quickly make my way across?
Make a deception check.
You mean like American Ninja style? Like, just,
No, I don't want to look like a pussy in front of these guys.
All right. You think you can manage. But you kind of ninja star your way through. I'm going to say you take another 6 points of fire damage, but you manage to eventually make your way across.
And Will gives a macho kind of salute to the guy as he walks past.
He nods and he says, "Well presented, initiate. Well presented."
I bow as if in gratitude. I love being a bard.
All right. The rest of you just kind of wait for those to cool off then?
Yeah.
All right. You wait about a minute. It looks like the better part of it begins to cool off. It is, by the way, it is uncomfortably hot down here.
Like, what's the average temperature?
This is like Arizona in the summer.
Mm.
you know who loves Arizona in the summer? Snakes.
Bitches. Oh.
Snakes.
So this guard guy that I walked past, is he in full armor and all that in the heat? And does it look like it's bothering him?
Doesn't look like it's bothering him too much, no.
But he's wearing armor.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out.
Still doesn't look like it's bothering him.
That's cool. Why am I back here? Why am I back there?
His armor looks like he's not really bothered by fire. By the
Yeah, I
way,
guess
Will,
so.
as you kind of move forward, you can see up to the north in front of you is another one of these fiery garbed individuals who seems like he's sitting across from a flame jet, a vortex of flame jet literally shooting from the earth, sitting across from what looks like a fire giant who's just kind of lounging in front of a big passage there.
Oh.
And by this point, the isn't in Tuck, are you making your way across as well?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I'll
Okay.
follow.
All right. You follow. All right. The disc begins to make its way back up, but you two are still up there waiting for it to come back up.
Okay.
Once the rest of you are across, he presses a brass button, and you watch as the steps begin to sink back into the lava.
You get one of those for my house.
A moat?
As you enter this chamber, this individual says, "The summoning is almost complete. Why are you here?"
To witness the summoning.
I would not. I would. I would. What's the word I'm looking for? It would truly be a loss to me personally if I was not here to witness the auspicious occasion.
The giant bellows and laughs, and he says, one for flowery, one for flout. I gotta get the right mod for this. One for flowery words. I see your excitement, but the lady is not to be disturbed until the finale.
I respond with, I'm unsure of what you said.
We'll just defer to the giant with his body language and says, as you say. I'm honored to merely be here.
At this point, the disc has made its way back up to the other two of you.
All right. I get on.
Okay.
Same here.
Ken? All right. You get on. It begins to sink down. Back to the rest of you.
There'll be 2 more joining us. They're with us. If you could hit the button, please.
Make a deception check.
I think everything I just said was very truthful.
Yeah, I mean,
Make a persuasion check then.
Yeah, I did. Oh, persuasion? Oh, yeah, sure. Persuasion. Here you go. Here it comes. The nat 1. Alrighty.
He says, they'll have to share the passphrase like everyone else.
Alright. Fair enough.
Take a look over here while I'm waiting.
I'm kind of curious what's down this hallway.
Remain curious.
The hallway curves around into a tunnel that looks like it leads to another landing that kind of keeps a watch on the central platform.
I'm gonna take a few steps and see if they stop me or if I'm just free to walk this way.
It doesn't look like they stop you.
Don't keep walking this way then.
Yeah, Will's going to go over here and hang out with these guys and play a Song of Fire.
All right.
Since we're just hanging out.
Sure.
Yeah, little Ohio players. Yeah.
Sure.
Fire. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Can I, like, Hitman or Assassin's Creed this guy?
Not without being in full view of everybody else.
Damn. Okay.
I don't think there's a lot of hay down here.
Should I just throw some ball bearings underneath his feet and fucking kick him in the lava?
Eventually, you other two get down here, and you hear this guy to the north shout, "Pass sign!"
Ken? Tegan?
Was it a sign?
Tegan was there when he did it.
Yeah. Well, I will defer to Tegan.
I guess I will attempt to make the sign, even though I don't really remember.
Make a performance check.
So it's like a Wu-Tang sign with his hand.
Instead of the bloods. It's a little rusty, but I think it'll do.
Maybe.
You hear as the guy next to the button peers forward, and he says, "Wait, who are you guys?"
I'm gonna kick this guy in the fucking lava. I'm not dealing with it right now.
Wait.
Okay, then we can roll initiative next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
we've been caught.
I like how you're right there. All right, let me hit stop on the thing.
Oh boy.